Hello, and welcome to Realm Narrative Gaming. My name's Tyler, and I play Dane the Druid in The Dark Vale, a real-play Dungeons & Dragons podcast about a group of heroic adventurers played by lovable idiots. We're so glad to have you with us, so without further ado, let's get started.
When we last left off, our adventurers woke up inside the dark cave north of CosQuest. Suddenly freed from this dream reality, it was a little hard to adjust for some of you. As you managed to find your way out of the cave, quickly scrounging up your treasure, this horrific-looking flail with an eyeball with spikes on it. You managed to find a ton of gold, an enchanted bowstring, a seed of darkness, an enchanting regent, as well as a couple of runes. As you return back to the village of CosQuest, your bodies were aching as you were trying to find somewhere to rest. Aiden, you met with Harry's mom, and she thanked you endlessly for returning her son back to her. It seems that at least one person of every family had been taken from CosQuest, and not everyone was as lucky as she was to have her son home. Shortly after that, you found your way to the beach of CosQuest and set up camp there, where you fell into a deep, deep sleep, Quansing experiencing a very strong vision from the immortal of the skies. Halos had given him a vision of essentially a very strong connection that they had. As he dreamt of this tumultuous storm and interpreted this horrible dream as Halos protecting him. Eventually, you woke up as the moon was high in the sky, illuminated the darkness, and you saw a figure running towards the beach. As Harry revealed himself, he had let you all know that there was someone in the village asking for someone named Vash. It seems that there was a strange, large humanoid bear creature and a tiger man as well. It was revealed that they were looking for Pip, actually, and asking her to join in a war against Berkshire. As this hunter, this white-haired woman with firearms, had begun hunting their people, and Pip was being summoned for help. A few words were exchanged, and eventually the party decided they'd go along. And as you packed your things, you headed north until you found your way to the village of Darvington, where it seems Eric had some errands he needed to run there. And that is where we pick up tonight's episode of The Dark Vale. So, about 4 hours have passed since you left the village of CosQuest. You come upon the outskirts of Darvington, noticing the large red pyre in the center of town. There are torches stationed just as you left them. And some people are still awake as you close in on the town.
Meta question, I guess. What was the state of mind of most of CosQuest, the village, other than Harry's mom? Are people sort of reeling from realizing they're not getting their loved ones back, or what?
Dane made like a statement saying that they had avenged their deaths. The creature was no more. Sorry, one other thing about last night's session, there was a lot that happened, was that when you left the cave, Pickles and Wolf were not outside. It seems that Skuldus had escorted them back to CauseQuest. After waiting 3 days for your return, you never came out of the cave. It seems that several days passed, and he left a note with Pickles to let you know that he waited for you, and shortly after you had entered the cave, the creatures stopped coming out. So he was confident enough to leave.
Okay. Well, as we head into Darvington, I would want to head towards the house where my parents had been staying when we were here last time.
Okay.
Eric, do you want us to come with you?
I think that'd be good. Everyone will feel a little safer seeing our assembled group, I think, than if I came in alone.
Of course.
And honestly, I don't want to stray too far from you guys. Don't know what's out there. It's dark. It's real dark. I guess also some things that happened. Quantung has PTSD. Carla has... sorry, not Carla. Pip has... what?
Afraid of the dark.
Oh, you're scared of the dark.
Like aversion
That's
to
right.
darkness, yeah.
And
We rolled
Rondon's
a madness
paranoid.
table.
Yeah, so essentially because they were removed from the dream, their bodies were paralyzed for what seemed like days, and all that they could experience was just horrible agony as their life force was slowly drained from them, and so it affected their minds in this way. So yeah, so Kwansing has like a nervous tic and spasms that give him like disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, saving throws, and attacks. He got the worst one. And then Pip has like an extreme aversion to darkness, and Rondon has... What was Rondon?
He's like
Paranoia, that's the one, yep.
Yeah.
Suffers extreme paranoia.
Disadvantage
Wisdom
on
and charisma checks.
Wisdom and
Yep.
charisma checks.
So, because there's still no sun, how is Pip handling the kind of eternal darkness that we're living in?
I'm okay. I'm staying close to Dane, and I have my lights.
Okay.
So as long as I have Dane and the lights, I'm okay.
Cool. All right.
I just have to stay with Dane.
she'll honestly probably start more fires along the way.
Yes, that's
Burn down the whole... Was it the real forest?
yeah.
Kwansing's kind of twitching, and Rondon's looking over his shoulder constantly, and Pip's glued to Dane, and we're walking towards the house where my parents were staying.
Yes.
Correct. Yes. Dane, add greater mana potion to your inventory.
Okay.
That's your gift.
Thanks.
And Drew, add token of inspiration to yours.
Oh, you don't have to do that, man. But okay.
You know what? Scratch it. Add a pile of poop to yours.
Thanks, Brandon.
No
Token of
problem.
inspiration. Mm-hmm. You're the best. I'm gonna need it with all the lack of inspiration I'm having from PTSD. Gosh darn it. Sometimes D&D Beyond is just like so slow.
Yeah.
Like it's such a brilliant app, but
Are you on the app or on the website?
or not the app, the website.
I don't think they have equipment management on there yet. As we are on the way to the temporary Mugweed residence, have Dane or Eric noticed the strange behaviors from their companions?
Make insight checks, both of you.
Okay.
Natural ones. Natural ones.
So we'll pull out my new dice.
14 for Eric.
14.
and
What's that?
So as I'm focusing, I'm going to do my little guidance thing.
Sure.
Insight, that's a 25.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah, both of you would notice it easily.
Okay.
You're with them literally all the time, so.
Right. Right. As we're walking, since Quan Seng's kind of been the worst, Quan Seng, are you all right?
I don't know. My hands can't stop shaking. Keep thinking about the time we spent wasting away in that awful dungeon.
Let me try something. And I'm going to cast a second level Lesser Restoration. See if it has any effect on his mind state.
Okay. So you place your hand on him. There's this warm light that passes through you, Quan Seng. Nothing seems to have changed.
Okay.
I've learned to realize when something's gonna work or not based on Brennan's okay or okay.
Yeah.
And
Now that
he's
you've
gonna
said
change
it.
up.
I'm just going to talk like a robot from now on. What the hell is happening?
I'm sorry. I thought that might help a bit, but nothing. You're still uneasy.
It was worth trying, Dane. Thank you.
Yeah, he's walking like a fucking Michael Jackson Thriller video. It's just...
That's perfect.
Rip.
Rip in peace.
I'm just gonna throw out a little rundown wisdom towards Dane, like, you know, Dane, that was real cool, but the body's easy to fix, the mind's pretty difficult.
Aw, round on wisdom. Somebody kill this guy.
Already on it. Rondon proceeds to walk towards a lake.
Jeez.
Just kidding. Sorry.
As we're walking to the Mugweed residence. That's all.
Okay. So you reach the house that they were staying in. You knock on the door, and there is an older halfling woman that opens the door. She immediately recognizes you, Eric, and she says, "Yes? Can I help you?"
I'm looking for my parents. They were here a few days ago. Do you know where I can find them?
Yes, it seems as though they've gone to Greenwood. They've left 2 days ago. A couple of the men have set out to attempt to rebuild what is left.
I see. The other Greenwood residents. Did everyone go back? Most of them are still here?
Some of the women and children, yes.
I see. Our paths may take us to Greenwood. In the meantime, are you familiar with Jenny Darving? Would you know if she is in town?
Jenny Darving.
I believe she led the expedition.
That sounds like Jenny. Okay. Thank you for your time.
As we're walking away, I'm like, dang, Eric, like you chose a good one.
I'm sorry. It's so funny. Dang, Eric. Look at you.
At first I thought you said Dane instead of Dang. And I was like, I didn't choose anything. What are you talking about? And then I caught up, so
So she retreats back into her home, and you are left within the village of Darvington to decide what your next move is.
I think we needed to stop by Greenwood, or that area.
What is our plan from here? Where do we go from here?
We're going to Berkshire, and then we're going to a mall.
You were there, Eric.
Yeah, Eric would have heard this, but Mike, of course, was absent. The shifters are like calling all the tribes together to go to war against Lord Mayor Faustus of Berkshire.
Okay. So, I don't know what a mall is.
It's a
Large shopping center.
yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha. There we go. Okay. I could use some earbuds, so that's perfect.
Right. Pip, I don't think that's been explained to any of us. What is a mall?
It's a small village.
Would I have heard of a mall living in the area?
History check.
All right.
It's a little out of the way.
Sure.
It's north.
Three.
Ooh, you know a lot.
Not really, no.
I think a mall is a
large
large shopping center.
You are correct.
Got him.
Oh, Mike, you also missed one of the worst creative
Don't bring it back up.
directions.
Don't bring it back up.
I won't bring it back up.
Well, do not break.
Okay.
So we're going to a mall, by way of Berkshire. But I think there was something near Greenwood that we needed to stop and do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can head that way.
We gotta go find the tent.
The circus tent.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head Greenward bound.
Greenward bound.
I'll
I love it.
Greenward bound again. Bind me not.
All right.
So to Greenwood.
To Greenwood.
And Brandon, I'm marking off a long rest from the time before.
Yes. Perfect.
I offer Rondon and Mike. Rondon and Mike. Wow. Rondon, Eric, would you like to get on Wolf?
I mean, always, but appreciate you offering.
Yeah.
Well, let's try something. And I'm going to kind of close my eyes a bit and focus my energy in a way I haven't before. And you see Dane get taller, but then suddenly the lower part of his body is a horse.
He becomes dummy thick.
So, like, as his torso rises, like, the lower part of his body is, like, extending. And then I'm a centaur.
Nice.
I'm trying to picture the point at which the rear legs come out of your butt.
Please don't picture that.
For a split second, Dane was extra thick.
Yeah.
And then the legs started to sprout.
So, if we want, Kwon-Seng is as quick on his feet as I am with 4 legs.
What? How fast are you with 4 legs?
I think only 50.
Oh, nice.
Pip,
I
you
thought you'd be
can.
at least like 60 or 80.
I mean, a riding horse is 60, and that's specifically like horses bred to be fast. You know.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Pip, you can ride Wolf, and then Rondon and Eric can ride me. It's not the first time, just last time I didn't have a human body on top.
I prefer to stay near you, Dane.
Oh, we won't be far. But I suppose if you like, Wolf can carry Rondon and Eric, and I can carry you.
I prefer that.
All right.
I'm not gonna say it.
Good. So I guess with that traveling order, I guess how fast would Pickles be? Pickles is like 40.
100.
40?
Yeah,
He's just 40 feet.
yeah. And are you 45 or 50 right now, Kwon-Seng?
I'm 50.
50. So Pickles, the
Smart.
mule, will be our weakest link,
Wolf is 50.
as you will. So we'll set a mule's pace in.
I know that it means different, but I love that D&D refers to our speeds as walking speeds, and I think of Kwon-Seng just power walking everywhere. He's like, just going.
As we're making that plan, I hate to retcon this. Can I have cast Longstrider on Pickles? Because I can't cast it now as a centaur, right?
Correct.
Okay. So if I cast Longstrider on Pickles, actually, hold on.
Oh,
No, I'll just do it on Pickles, because if I cast it on more, we'd all be faster than Pickles again. So a first level Longstrider on the mule, and then Centaur Dane.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. And then you head to Greenwood?
We head to Greenwood. Post haste.
Okay. So it takes you a lot less time because everyone is traveling at a faster pace now. So it's a good like maybe 30 minutes, wasn't it? Yeah. Wasn't it like an hour? Oh no, it was 4 hours, wasn't it? From Darlington
I think that's what you
to
said.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's about 4 hours. So it's about 2 hours then. So you get there a lot faster. Eventually, I guess, who's leading this?
I suppose I would have to, because I've got the light.
Okay, so I'll say make a survival check for me.
All right. I can't cast guidance because I'm a centaur.
Can I help him?
Yeah,
Okay.
So with advantage?
sure.
All right. Advantage helped. That is 20 total.
Okay, so as you're traveling, you manage to steer clear of any predators, any kind of strange and dangerous encounters. Eventually reaching the town or the village of Greenwood, you can see a large pyre has been constructed in the center, and there are multiple hands working away at rebuilding houses.
Eric, I've come to love your people.
They're more resilient than I honestly expected. I was ready to give Greenwood up as lost. They're already rebuilding. I'm going to see where I can help. And I'm going to slide off of Wolf and find a familiar face of any kind, not really worrying about who it is, and just help them with whatever effort they're doing.
Yeah, I'm willing to spend a couple hours
I'll help too.
aiding.
Okay,
Especially with my centaur strength.
How much stronger is your centaur strength than your regular strength?
Well, my regular strength is a 14. Centaur strength is 18.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
Yeah. Plus, you know, like just
Strong.
the general, like, horse pulling power,
Uh-huh.
you know.
I'll have Wolf come help too, I guess. If he can.
Gotcha. All right, so as you approach the massive halflings working away, Eric, you are immediately recognized as you see Jeffrey come out from the crowd, and he's like, "Well, look at what we have here. Coming home to help out, I see, Eric."
I am, Jeffrey. Put me to work. What can I do for you?
He hands you a hammer, and he shows you these planks and this bucket of nails on the ground, and he says, just do as everyone else is doing. And
Yeah.
they are constructing the houses. You can see that Old Tom's is like all of the base framework is being rebuilt, and eventually word gets around, and your father comes from the forest tree line with a bunch of lumber in hand and a group of halflings. He sets it all down and just runs over to you, and there's a very strong embrace, and he says, "Eric, where have you been?"
We went to Cause Quest. There were some creatures there that were hurting people from the town, but we've taken care of them, and we're just heading back to Berkshire. Wanted to check on you and help the effort here while we can.
You don't have to do that.
I know. But we want to.
I appreciate you, son. I would take you to your mother, but she's sleeping at the moment.
Let her sleep. I did
There
want
is someone that did want to see you, though. He kind of steps to the side, and you see Jenny with her bow, holding a torch, and she has got like her bow hand like on her hip, like staring you down.
I drop my hammer and run over to her and stop short before I just embrace her in a bear hug. Just stop short and put my hands on her shoulders. It's so good to see you. I was worried about you.
Didn't seem like it since you didn't say hi in Darvington.
I know.
She got
Let's call that even for when I came into town the first time. Regardless, it's so good to see you. I was worried that maybe Finnan had come back, and my mind went to bad places. How have you been? How are things?
We've been okay. There have been some strange creatures coming out of the forest, but I've kept them at bay for the most part. There was also this strange bear-like man that passed through. He was looking for someone named Vash.
I met him too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we met him. We're actually heading to Berkshire on business for him. But we wanted to check on everyone here and see if we could help in the reconstruction a little bit before we have to go.
Oh, how mighty charitable of you.
I don't mean it like that. Knock it off.
All right, well, if you're here to help, then grab that hammer and stop lollygagging.
Yes, ma'am.
And she walks along with you, kind of showing you where everyone's working as whoever wishes to work, however long you want to work for. We can decide that now.
Yeah, I guess I'll spend as much time as the others, just kind of like chopping down debris. You know, seeing that chopping wood is my specialty.
Mm-hmm.
I guess how long did it take us to get here?
About 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, you have like a 2 hour lead right now.
Excuse me. So I've got 3 hours of wild shape per use. Mm-hmm. I can use one more, so I can be a centaur for 4 more hours before I have to take a short rest. Which I'm fine taking that time to assist.
Is it agreed upon?
Yeah.
Yeah, as we're working, I'm going to just be kind of moving amongst people and giving a little pat on the back. It's good to see you. We're doing good work, and casting guidance on people just to
okay, cool.
Try and help them along. Yeah, you say cool. That came from Tyler. That was a Tyler thing that he passed on to me.
All right. So over the course of 4 more hours, the help of the larger folk and your beasts of burden help out quite a bit, and you manage to. And because halfling houses are much smaller than regular houses, you do manage to construct at least a framework, or at least 70% of a couple of houses, rebuilding old toms to look pretty pristine. There are a lot of hands in this, and with the help of magics and everyone working together, it's well on its way to restoration.
And I guess at the end of the 4 hours, when I just can't sustain the wild shape anymore, I'll Dane shape again.
Okay.
Should we go find the tent?
Aye, let's go find the tent, take a breather, and continue north.
I think it was this way.
And I'll say some limited farewells on the way out of town, just from the folks that I've worked with and stuff.
Okay. I'll briefly do the same. Let my parents and Jenny know that the next time we're in the area, we'll stop in.
I just elbow Eric, like, you better write that girl a letter.
Okay, Rondon.
Okay. So you say your goodbyes. Jenny goes in for a hug on you. And she says, well, until next time, just don't be a stranger, okay?
Okay. We'll
I
see
mind
you
like
again
Eric.
soon.
Kiss her. Just with this big cheesy grin on my face.
Get out of my head!
We'll see each other again soon. Take care of everybody here, would you?
She nods to you as you begin to part ways.
And Eric gives her a firm handshake.
I kind of just kind of rib Eric as we're walking away.
Knock it off, Dane. You're embarrassing me in front of Jenny.
She didn't know. She can't read his mind.
But what if she could?
What if she could? But she can't.
Excuse me?
Yes, I can. You hear in your mind. No.
Half halfling, half Kalistar.
All right. So you leave Greenwood in a better state than you had encountered it. And as you begin to take off into the forest, I need you to make another survival check, whoever is helming this.
Okay.
I guess Pip and Kwanseng are the ones who know where it's at, or experienced it, or encountered it last time.
Okay.
What do you have for your pluses, Kwansing?
For which one?
Survival.
Survival +2.
I have +4, so I'll go ahead and roll.
Yeah, investigation is what I'd be better at +4.
Are you helping me?
Yeah, I'll help you.
God. The first roll was a 3, so 17 plus 4,
Yikes.
that's 21.
Okay. Gotcha. You carefully lead everyone through the forest along with Kwansing's help until you find the spot where you remember it being.
Versus fantasma.
And nothing happens.
What?
Here, let me try Pip. Versus Phantasma.
Everybody say it.
Together, okay? Ready?
Versus
Fantasmic.
Did it work?
Nothing seems to happen.
Guess we weren't believing hard enough. Oh well.
She is wearing the cloak, right?
Maybe it moved.
If it moved, how can we find it?
I don't know.
I cast Locate Magical Tent.
Yeah. Can I do, I guess, can I do a survival check to see if there are any other footprints there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Does anybody want to help me look?
What are you
I can.
Yeah. 18.
I'll go with you since I've got the light. That works.
18. So you get close to the ground and you begin to inspect the area. There are quite a number of footprints, mostly the ones that you had seen before when you investigated this place, when you originally found the tent. However, there are tracks that are a little more fresh than that. very large footprints that seem to be coming from a certain direction of the forest that lead up to where the tent entrance was. And then suddenly they vanish.
Do I recognize these footsteps?
No, you would not.
Can I kind of track where they came from?
Yeah. So you follow them back to where they were, and it seems as though at a certain part of the forest, they just suddenly appeared.
You say they're large footprints. Are they like boots, paws?
It looks like bare feet.
Like feet without any coverings, or feet belonging to a bear?
Without any coverings.
Okay.
Would I know how tall Veritas is, or how big?
He's pretty tall. I'd say like maybe close to 9-10
So
feet.
can I assume that these are his footprints?
It's hard to assume that.
Someone stole the tent.
How can that
I
be?
don't know. Bigfoot came in here and took it.
Bigfoot's not real.
This is a magical world,
Bigfoot.
Tyler.
Why'd you say it just to me? Rondon said it too.
Nope, I didn't hear it. There was enough magic in this world to block that out.
Yeah, Tyler.
Dave's gonna jump off a bridge.
I'd like to detect magic and see if I can see any remnants of the tent or anything else around here.
Okay, so you focus and you whip your wand around.
It's within 30 feet.
Perfect. Nothing other than yourselves appears on your magical radar.
I'm sorry, Pip. I think you're right. I think it's gone.
Who could have taken it?
I don't know.
Other than Bigfoot.
I don't know. Niffy, do you know where it might be?
Maybe it passed on to the other
You
side.
know what? That is a very good thought process.
You know, I had a
There's the-
tent when I was a kid that passed on to the other side.
I'm so sorry to hear.
It was a long time ago. It's okay, Niffy.
No, sorry.
The nip club.
Oh boy.
Well, let's not dwell.
That's
I think the tent will show up when we need it the most. Always has.
But who will be in it when it shows up?
Guess we have to cross that bridge when we get there. As long as you don't jump off it.
Can't stop me.
I mean, you should just
Trying to
said,
bitch.
I mean, as long as he crosses it, that means he didn't jump off. That's the rules.
You got me.
I got you.
If I like reach out my hand, it's not there, right? Like it's not invisible.
Correct.
That would have been a knee slapper.
So I guess we followed the footprints to the point where they appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Do we follow them where they went to?
It was where the tent was.
And they just stopped?
Like they went in the tent,
Yep.
yeah.
Bare feet. Was Skoldis, was he wearing boots?
He was.
I never saw Veritas's feet under his cloak.
Yeah, he was very private about his feet.
You know what? I've heard that of vampires.
Don't fucking look at my feet.
We've got, 8 hours of traveling in the day already? Or how far was it from Greenwood?
The tent itself
Yeah.
is like an hour away.
Okay. So we've got a little more travel in us. If that's 7. We can keep heading north and set up camp for the night.
I say we push on until we get to Berkshire.
Well, if we push on, Pip, we're gonna suffer exhaustion.
That's true.
I guess you said Berkshire was 2 days?
It was like.
Oh,
a day,
my bad.
so-
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should rest.
Yeah, it was about a day at like a gnomish pace.
Okay.
Yeah, because Eric walked from Greenwood all the way to Berkshire with on foot. What am I trying to say? In the first session, if you remember that.
I remember him arriving in Berkshire, but I don't know how long he'd been traveling.
It was about a day.
Okay. So if we've got another hour of travel in us, I can do, Longstrider again. And if I cast a little higher, I can affect more targets. So Pickles already has 40, Kwansang's at 50, Wolf has 40. That leaves 4 targets that would need it. I'll cast it twice at 2nd level. And that'll get me 4 recipients of Longstrider to increase our speed by 10 feet on me, Pip, Rondon, and Eric.
Okay.
For that 1 hour of travel. Because that's how long it lasts.
Gotcha. So you continue your trek throughout the night. Eventually the moon sets. And it is pure darkness once again.
I think that's when we should stop.
Okay.
Should we get back to your house there, Dane?
We're still quite a ways from Berkshire.
Oh, I thought we were in Berkshire's. My B.
No, we traveled an hour at a faster pace past the thing, but if we push past 8 hours, we have to roll saves against exhaustion, so meta knowledge, let's just cut it there.
We feel tired enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except me.
Yeah, Kwansing
Except
can
for
walk all day.
I'm the walker.
He's the one who walks.
Kwansing, where'd you
So-
say you were from?
Me?
Aye,
The Mount of the Serpent Flower.
but where is that located?
It's on a continent. that I'm
Got 'em.
familiar with, but Drew is not.
I think it's Texas.
Texas? Who cares about dumb old Texas anyways? The continent of Nubea. I was so tempted to say Nutella.
That's
It's not
copyrighted.
funny. It's not funny. It's just, I was tempted.
Sure. I'm glad that Mike picked up where I was. But he's a monk, not a ranger, so.
Yeah.
What happened?
That's gonna be my next character.
A monk ranger?
No. Just a ranger. And it's gonna be from a place with a name that sounds like Texas.
Oh.
Just gonna walk everywhere.
You know what you could be? You could be Walker.
Yeah.
Or put some flavor on it. Walkier. From the land of Tevis.
So this is our campfire conversation as we've gotten everything set up.
The fuck?
Eric, I keep forgetting. There were these items that Zareem left in his pack. And I produce the key, the perfume bottle, and the bag of black powder. Do you think you could tell me what these are, what they do?
Sure. It's gonna take me a little bit of time. Let me spend some time with them.
Aye.
So, I'll it's 10 minutes per item, but I don't.
Oh, I thought it was 1 minute.
I think the spell normally is a minute, but his invocation allows him to cast it as a ritual.
Right. I see. Yep. So yeah, it's technically actually 11 minutes, whatever.
Okay, so you begin the process of identifying the first item.
I sent
This-
them to him.
Oh,
sorry.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Would you like to do this then, Mike?
Sure. So this key, this key could unlock anything.
Huh.
But once it does, it'll never unlock anything again. But this could be really useful if we're trying to get into something and we have no other way to do it.
Definitely useful.
Spending another 11 minutes. This perfume, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Pip has been really wanting to spend a lot of time with you. Maybe it's because of this perfume, because it makes you a little more attractive to other people, makes people like you a little bit more. I don't.
But in like, Eric, he doesn't need that perfume.
No, I get
Look
that.
at him.
I get that.
Thanks, Rhonda.
You bet.
But if you're trying to convince somebody of something, trying to talk them into something, this perfume can be helpful.
Aye. Good to know.
And this powder, this dust, lets you become invisible. But you can actually kind of spread it around, and a group of people could become invisible with this dust. I have a limited amount of invisibility that I can grant, but this is more powerful than anything I can do. This can do several people.
Thank you, Eric. These are all very, very illegal.
Probably why they had them hidden in a tree outside of Berkshire, I suppose, rather than carrying them with them.
That would make sense. Thank you, these will come in very handy. It's good to know what they finally are.
Yeah.
Eric, when we were in the dream world thing, and we were getting ready to fight our friends, and you told me, think of Narina. You know, I did at first, but what got me through the fight was thinking of all of you. I may see Narina again in this life, it may be in the next. But I knew I needed to get back to all of you properly. And I thank you for being there with me.
If Rondon has taught me anything, it's that you're somebody worth being loyal to. This group of people is worth being loyal to.
We've certainly got something. And Pip, who seems to have stuck off into the woods again.
Classic Pip.
She thinks we should have a name for ourselves. Also, there were these runes that we discussed after playing last night, but we didn't actually distribute, so the rune of defense. I think that should go to Konsei. Make him a little harder to hit.
Is that +1, Brandon?
Yes.
This rune of harm, I think I'm going to put in your new bow, Pip. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So it'll essentially make your longbow a +1 weapon.
Awesome.
And then there was a rune of mastery, Eric, but I think you already have one on your wand, right?
I think that's the one I have. Yes, it is. Yeah, I already have one of those.
So is it all right if I put it on my staff?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And then there was this seed of darkness that was in the treasure stash. It's a it can grant necrotic damage if it's used to enchant something. It can provide some protection against necrosis if it's infused into armor, but I think that might be something that you can make use of, Eric. I don't know how to go about enchanting things, but
Neither do I. But perhaps someone in Berkshire will.
perhaps we can find out. And I'll pass the seed of darkness to Eric.
Okay.
And none for run on timbers. Bye.
So you can add that to your
perpetual
inventory, Mike. Seed of Darkness.
Got it.
Although you got the flail, so
Yeah. No complaints.
no complaints.
Brandon,
Yes.
is there like, let me see here. I guess, let me ask, let me do this. Does anybody here have any leather? Just leather straps or anything?
Let me check my inventory.
Well, I mean, I got leather on my armor.
I have parchment.
Nope.
Here's that leather you wanted. This is a piece of paper.
I have cedar leather I use to carry my book.
No.
This is my old armor that I use. It's made of leather.
Can I rip a strip off that and make like just a makeshift necklace for this rune?
The rune has to be infused in armor or a weapon in order to be used.
Can you do his like shirt again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's
then I'll
his
just
armor.
yeah, yeah. That'll work. I was just gonna hang it around my neck, but yeah, no worries. Like a little leather necklace.
Or Kwansung gets a tattoo.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Ooh, that's kind of neat.
He gets a what?
A tattoo?
Get your runes tattooed on you.
Maybe I don't understand what a rune is.
The symbol.
It's a stone that carries with it a magical property
Right.
that you use to infuse into something else.
But could I just take the symbol off of it and tattoo it on me and it would be there or no?
No, it has to be on an armor.
Okay.
There is a homebrew system of like magical tattoos. But that requires like crushed gem dust.
Sure.
Was that part of that armorer's thing?
No, that's actually something that Matt Mercer created
Okay.
to give you like permanent bonuses to your like base stats.
Yeah. Excuse me. So at some point, sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna emphasize. I thought it was a rock, so I was like, how am I gonna tattoo a rock onto me? Like,
You just kind of hold it up to your skin and then like poke it with a needle. Like
That's-
put it over.
that's called stitching.
Yeah, just sew it.
Or just like place it on your stomach and then with a sledgehammer just crush it on you.
There you go.
Okay. Deal.
So then I'll put that rune in mastery on the Impexus Flora
Okay.
if at some point you are able to.
You can just add Rune of Mastery to your inventory, and then that should up your DC.
Yeah, and then if you equip it, it'll do it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
+5?
No.
Good.
Yeah, the legendary or the artifact one now.
Yeah. All right. So that is Hi Gucci.
Okay.
Should one of us take watch while we rest?
Wolf sentry mode.
Ears extend,
That's what Radric was for us.
basically. Yeah, let's just prop Radric up.
Just like scare person.
Yeah. Like, hey, buddy, you're not going anywhere, are you? Since his
Put 'em
eyes
in.
aren't alive, we just take out tomatoes and put them in there.
I was thinking like a lit torch.
Oh yeah, just put the torch inside the helmet.
Yeah, make him a little jack-o'-lantern.
I'll take a watch.
Could you imagine we leave him there and then when Blake comes back, Brandon's like, so yeah, you wake up, you have tomatoes in your eyes and a torch inside your body.
You're basically like their group inventory.
Yeah. Wait,
A portable chest.
what a brilliant idea, actually.
So we're gonna have to start doing now.
He's got like a mini fridge in there.
Welcome to my home.
I keep snacks in your abdomen.
He's walking with us. Hey, Radric, hold still for a second. Reaching in and like rummaging through his torso.
All right, so you're taking watch, Dane?
Yeah, I'll take the first watch.
Okay. So as everyone kind of readies themselves for sleep, go ahead and make a perception roll for me.
Okay. I'm gonna give myself guidance. This little hand symbol and that Corey muttering is just kind of becoming part of my. Whenever I'm concentrating on something, it's just a thing that Dane's starting to do. Perception, that's a 25.
Nice.
Gotcha. Throughout the first hour of the watch, you begin to hear these branches kind of breaking. Maybe 30 feet away from you.
That is like the edge of my shard light, isn't it?
I believe so. No, it's 20 is your, isn't it? No, it
It was
doubled, that's
15,
right.
but I doubled it.
Yeah.
So can I take a step toward the noise to see if it illuminates whatever it was?
Yeah, you take a step forward. The only thing that you can see are these strange kind of like thick vines just falling down from the trees. There's like a collection of about 8 of them.
Okay. Kicking myself for not thinking of it before. Kind of keeping my eyes facing that direction.
Mm-hmm.
As how far am I from Kwansang?
You mean Quinsang?
Is that what I mean?
Quinsing?
Like 10 feet.
Like Kung
Okay.
Fu?
But it was kung fu fighting.
So I'll keep my eyes fixed where I heard the sound, and I'll kind of take a couple steps toward him. Just kind of like prod just a little bit with the staff,
Okay.
just to wake him up. And Kwansang, do you still have the eye?
Which... What eye?
The eye of Ergoth.
Let me look. I start feeling around. Do I find it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's right here. Right here.
Thank you. And I'll grab it and I'll look toward where I heard the sound from. I can't believe I forgot that's such an important thing right now for watching and surviving.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we probably should just pass it around for whoever has watch and
yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
That's true.
So you look through the eye.
And you wake up in the cave, and there's the red
Oh
eye.
fuck.
That's what happened to me.
You look through the eye and you realize these vines are not vines. The slight discoloration from the light that you emanate made them seem something they're not. And it looks as though they are the tentacles of a creature that seems to be prowling just above the canopy line. Except it isn't just one. There are 2 more that you look around to, and they appear to just be floating there.
Dane,
I can see the creatures.
Yes.
What kind of creatures are they?
They look very alien-like. As Kwansing had described to you before, it seems as though these are giant, horrific brains with beaks and tentacles that dangle down about 6 feet or so. And they appear to just be watching.
Dane, what do you see?
Come and see for yourself. And I'll keep the eye like kind of fixed at it, and I'll step to the side.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of slowly. Oh, okay, buddy. And I sit upright. And I wipe my face. And I walk up and just kind of take a look through. Just kind of squinting.
And their forms become apparent to you, and you immediately recognize them as creatures you've fought before.
Dane, you thought I was lying when I said that there were brain tentacle creature beaks.
Because it sounds crazy, Kwanseng.
Well, they haven't attacked us yet.
And why is that?
Maybe they're waiting. Maybe. Well, I guess all the beasts have sight now, don't they? I guess these fall under beasts. Because there's beasts like animals, right?
Eric, you suddenly stir from your sleep as something... Just involuntarily, you begin to just kind of drag across the ground. You notice yourself kind of opening your eyes, the light from the wild heart getting further and further away from you. Struggling on the ground, you're just being dragged slowly across the ground as you see Kwanseng and Dane both looking at something with the Eye of Aragoth up across from camp.
I want to try and grab any of my stuff that's there, wands in particular, and holler, Kwanseng, what's going on?
Looking through, and I go, Eric, we probably shouldn't be yelling. There's Eric.
You see Eric kind of like disappear slowly into the darkness as these tentacles just pull him.
Do I see the tentacles on him, or do I just see him moving?
You see the tentacles on him, and I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Fuck.
Oh!
It's not terrible.
Nice.
Son of a dork.
Son of a dork.
I miss Caldor so much whenever we roll initiative.
Son of a dork.
I don't think I've ever gotten above a 10
Really?
as Dane. Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
rough, buddy.
That was Inley last campaign.
Yeah.
That was
Caldor had,
only for any, like, type of roll
Any
like
roll.
that.
unless it was damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damage and attack, she was killer,
Inky
but,
hit
like,
hard.
just regular stuff. Good old Inky, like, hey, will you stop being so loud? Like,
Oh man.
I'll still never forget. We go into. Do you remember that we got to the city and she rolled like a 6, and we're like, "All right, we leave the city."
Yeah. I sucked at stealth, guys. I was this tanky paladin.
And she didn't know about what was that called?
Mithril.
Mithril.
No, I didn't.
And then we learned about Mithril.
Okay, so I am sending the Schmeppy right now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Next time we play, I should have my dual screens up.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Dope. Thanks, Brando.
All right.
What would that be an ad for?
Century
20
21, man.
20th Century Fox.
Wait, no, I think.
Century,
Yeah, wait, it's
Century 21 is a realtor company in our area.
Also, isn't that Universal now that I think about it? Da, 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 da.
Eric, what'd you get?
You might be right.
17. Good roll. Pip.
I got a natural 19 plus 4, so that's 22.
Damn.
23. Math is hard.
And B.
Dane. Ooh.
Yike.
Kawenseng.
2.
I rolled a 15, sorry.
And Rundown Ambers.
Wait, 14.
Okay, so Pip, you are first.
Nice. Okay.
As suddenly the... did you shout, Eric?
Yeah, I yelled to Kwansing. Kwansing, what's going on?
So you awaken to hear that. As you are on the ground, prone. The only light around you is the light from the campfire that I assume you guys have made with the torches.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks for letting us do that without us saying it.
Yeah. And Dane. Those are the only lights that you see.
Okay. So I am afraid because there are no lights around me. So I'm going to use my cantrip and cast Dancing Lights.
Okay, is that an action?
Yes, it's an action.
Okay, so you cast Dancing Lights. Go ahead and I will do... So place them wherever you want.
Okay.
What did you roll, Eric?
17.
Okay.
Am I... Okay. Sorry, I'm confused because there's a lot of blue ones.
Ow! Foot cramp!
Miserable.
Drew's dying.
Well, never mind. I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, I placed one right next to me, one in front of me, one to the right in front of me, and then one to my left.
Okay. All right, so...
And Kwansing.
All right, so that is what you illuminate there, Pip.
Yes.
You still have a bonus action if you'd like.
Yes,
And do
as
you
a
want to stand up?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up,
Okay.
and as I stand up, I grab a bow and...
You grab a what?
Damn it, I grab my bow and arrow. Can I do that?
Yeah.
As a bonus action, or...?
You just pull out your bow just as a free action.
Okay, so I pull out my bow and arrow. No. So I pull out my bow and arrow, and I cast Crimson Right, and I
Okay.
say Utrepori.
Okay. So you cut your cheek or whatever you cut, and suddenly the bow begins to kind of glow with magic. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, so it comes to creature number 4. You are currently grappled by it, Eric, and it's going to take its turn to drag you a little further. So I'm just gonna move.
Do I remember this wrong? Was there a character from Critical Role that had, like, the arrows that they had, like, cut their cheek?
Mollymock was a
Blood
blood hunter, but he didn't last very long.
Use
And
the
he would
blade,
like
too.
cut, like he would like rest his scimitar across his shoulder, like cut the back of his neck or
Oh, that's
shoulders.
right. That's fucking bomb.
Yeah.
Fucking Taliesin.
You should come up with something like that, Carlo. Like a bladed, whatever. What's it called? Fletching. So that when you pull it up, it cuts your cheek. And then
Well, she
you
already
yeah.
does that.
Yeah.
She already does that. When she releases the arrow, it cuts her cheek.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool.
Okay, so he pulls this creature pulls you a little further. Eric, you have no light source and no one can really see Eric right now. And so this creature is going to make its attacks against you. And because you are technically blinded, you're not, because
Right.
you have your set bonus from the vestments of the Weaver.
Nice.
That's right. Good deal. So then it's just regular rolls. So it is going to. So it's an 11 for the first attack.
Nope.
And a 19 for the second attack.
Yes.
All right. So with its tentacles, it tries to strike you while you're being held, and you just kind of like bring your wand up, and you're just like reflecting the little tentacles as they go to strike at you. But then when it's with its beak, it just opens it, and it just crunches down on your shoulder, and you can hear your shoulder pop out of place as you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, or piercing damage rather. You hear just like the crunch, and you can feel the blood beginning to pool in your shoulder as you kind of instinctually scream out. It is now Niffy's turn.
The Niff Lord.
As she wakes up and she's like, "Oh, I can't get a fucking second of peace around here."
She's definitely quitting our team.
Yeah, she is. She's leaving us. She is
All right.
leaving.
And so she stands up using half her movement, and she is going to. She's gonna go right here. She's just that's really the only. Well, she can go right here. She'll walk right here. And she will just rage as a bonus action, and she'll just hold her attack until something comes into range here. So then it comes to creature number 1, and it is going to come out of the darkness and fly towards you, Dane.
It can try.
And as it does, it lashes out these long, just thick tentacles with these kind of barbs at the end of them, and it just swings at you. With a 21 to hit. So
Misses.
you take 10 points of slashing damage. And I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. All right. That's an 11.
11 is exactly what you needed, so you
Nice.
are not paralyzed.
That's good news.
Yeah,
That was
and
such, bro.
and it does go in with its beak attack. So you feel this horrible just slice from these barbs just on your arm, and you can feel the poison sinking in. Your muscles begin to twitch instinctually, and you just grab yourself with your other hand, and its beak just comes right at you with a 16 to hit.
Hits.
For 6 points of, what did I say? Piercing damage.
Piercing on the beak.
As it grabs, it goes for one of your arms, and you can feel the tightness of its beak beginning to pierce your flesh as your blood begins to run down your arm. As it comes to Eric's turn, you are prone and grappled.
And is it still dragging me as well?
Correct.
Okay. I'm sort of clawing at the ground, trying to pull back, and as I claw into the darkness, my hand comes up, and the darkness has coalesced into a blade that is making a wah 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 sound.
Okay. This thunderous shadow blade appears.
And I'm going for that tentacle, trying to free the tentacle off of me.
All right, go ahead.
Free the tentacles.
That's going to be... 11.
11 just misses.
Dang.
Yikes.
Yeah, so it's more so that you are on the ground that causes you to miss as the blade kind of reaches towards the tentacles, and the tentacles just pull you to one side, and it causes the blade to miss and just hit the ground as the dust kind of scatters up from the earth. You have your bonus action if you'd like. Oh no, you used your bonus action.
Yep. Calling the
so
blade
you
out
are-
is my bonus action, so I've got
That's
nothing.
right. That's right. All right, so you are done. So Wolf's turn.
Whoa.
Actually,
it's-
we'll say that he went on your turn. So I mean, I'll just move him. But what do you want him to do?
he's gonna go after Eric.
Okay. So he stands up from his prone position. He doesn't have dark vision. Oh well, yes, he does. He's a creature of nature. So he was going to. So what's his movement speed again? 50?
50.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is where he'll get, because he had to stand up from prone. So he's right there. Actually, you know what? He's going to dash. He's going to get right next to you, Eric, but that's his turn. All right, so it comes to number 3's turn, and number 3 is going to come out of the darkness. You see its tentacles flying behind it, as you just see this like floating brain octopus flying towards you, screeching Kwansang as it lashes out its tentacles at you with a 7 to hit. I don't think that hits.
Does not hit.
Yeah, so its tentacle just strikes out at you, buries itself in the dirt as its beak comes out to strike you with an 8. You are way too quick for this creature, as you are
Yeah.
just
Yeah, you are.
As its whip comes out, I just kind of want to take my staff and dig it into the dirt and kind of, almost like a mop, like get it out of my way, like stop
Sure.
that. And then as it tries to beak, I'm just gonna press its beak away, like I told you to quit.
All right, you become the leaf as you are evading all of these attacks. As it is now your turn, actually.
Get
It
him.
is my turn, and gosh darn it, I watched Eric go. All right, well, first things first, I'm the realist, and I do Zephyr Onslaught, and I say, feel the wind around me, and as soon as that happens, okay.
So a vortex appears below you as
Yep.
this swirling wind encases you, and you feel a little lighter on your feet.
Yep, and so I'm gonna move away from it, since now I don't prevent or take opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get right to, well, let's stop here first. And then I'm going to okay, I'm gonna hit creature 3 and I'm gonna say, Niffy, make sure you take it out. And I'm gonna hit it with disorienting blast.
Okay.
Damn.
With a 24 to hit, a natural 19.
That
Nice.
definitely hits.
Nice.
And so it takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so 48.
6 10 14 19 21 points of damage.
Nice.
And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage.
All right. So describe your attack for me.
So it lashes out. I whip its tentacle away and I push its beak, and then I say, "Feel the air around me," and I kind of burst myself backwards. And as I come back, I take just a piece of the air with the staff that's around me, and I just cast a straight bolt straight at it, aiming directly for the nasty brain guts that it has.
All right, and as it
For a
impacts
head.
the bludgeoning force of this tumultuous wind just impacts, you can see its like gelatin brain just jostle about as you just kind of prepare yourself.
Yeah. And that is my turn. Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna move a
Oh.
little further, sorry.
Okay.
But I hit it, and as I'm going by, because I saw Eric go this direction, I'm gonna say, Rondon, up!
And you still have the eye.
I do have the eye. Perfect.
Oh my god.
And
All right, so then Rondon, it is your turn now. Actually,
I shake up and I'm like, oh, crap, what's happening? And bonus action, activate the light on my maul. Or sorry, my flail.
all right. So you
maul.
gotcha. So what you do is you swing and you strike it at the ground, and it just lights up.
Dim red.
Sorry, the way I matched it, it's like the glow up, the light up shoes that children wear. Just like stop your feet. Sorry.
Put that in your boots.
Yeah. And so I take a quick look around, and I'm staring at creature number 3, and I'm gonna make my move over there.
All right.
So
Which is the exact distance of your movement speed.
yeah, and I am gonna take my first strike with my Oculus Macabre.
All right, go for it.
Like the Oculus Macabre.
21 to hit.
That does hit. Yeah. So you swing your horrific flail.
And 11 damage
Damn.
for the first hit. Gonna take my second attack. Oh, 9.
9 does not hit, unfortunately. Yeah, so the first hit, you swing and you can hear this horrible squelching sound as the spikes from the Oculus Macabre dig into this creature's brain, and you pull it out, and with the second strike, it anticipates it and it moves right out of the way as your flail just heavily hits the ground and settles.
Quit moving, you bastard!
Stupid bastard.
Stupid bastard.
You bastard!
And then you still have your bonus if you'd like.
The lighting up the Oculus.
Oh, that's right.
My bonus action.
That's right. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Here's my homework, teacher.
I appreciate it. Okay, so now it comes to creature number 2. And it is... It's going to come right here. And it is going to attack Niffy. As its tentacles will lash out with a 23 to hit, which does hit. She takes... oh wow, that was a really shitty roll.
Good.
I rolled a 1 on a d10, so...
Nice.
So... Okay.
You love to see it.
And she's raging, so she takes 1 point of damage.
Hey.
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 1 point of damage there. Okay, and then with the B... Oh, she needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. She's really good at this, so...
Freaking better be.
Wow, and she rolled fucking terrible.
Ah.
She rolled a 7.
Oh.
Yeah, she has a... Wow, that really sucks. So she is paralyzed.
Well, shit.
And the next strike against her has advantage, and if it hits, it's an automatic crit. Luckily, she is raging, so it's all halved anyways. So, roll with advantage. Wow, that still miss. I rolled a 10 twice.
That's
Good.
So the beak strikes out at her, and it can't even pierce the muscles. She's like paralyzed, but she's like angrily flexing at it. As this creature is just like... as it comes to Dane, your turn.
Dane, finally. All right.
Your watch was an hour long about, so you do regain your wild shapes, because you could have
Okay.
taken a short rest.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Which I realized this whole time. I read part of it that you can maintain your wild shape as a bonus action, or you can shift back as a bonus action, but actually using it is a full action. So I've been playing that wrong this entire time. Because I've been using wild shape as a bonus action. Big
Oh.
whoops.
What do you mean? Your
What do you
combat
mean?
wild shape allows you to do it as a bonus action.
Does it?
Yeah, read the ability, bro.
Oh, yep, okay. Cool. I was just looking at wild shape and not combat wild shape. So that's awesome. So I don't. My turn is way easier now because I don't have to decide what I want to do. I want to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it right here, which should get all three of them and none of us in a 20-foot cube.
All right, let me get my pink out.
No, it's blue.
Oh, right, blue. Sorry.
So I, with the light around me, and everything's kind of got like the blue tint from like the Wild Heart glow. But there's just one mote of like blue magical energy, and it's got kind of like that like super compressed energy where it's like kind of unstable, it looks like. And it just explodes into these blue sparkles as I cast Fairy Fire.
All right, show me where the center of it is.
It's the 20-foot cube would be centered right here. Right behind creature 2.
Oh.
So 20 feet.
Like I said, it would be just short of Niffy, but it would get the other 3.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Nice.
Perfect.
There we go. 20 feet on each side.
This burst of blue, like, motes of light. And they all need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity. So the first one is a 10.
Fail.
Number 2 is an 11.
Fail.
And number 3 is a 10.
Fail. So, they are all
Nice.
glowing with these blue spores or motes all over them, and any attack roll against that creature has advantage if the attacker can see it. And they can't be invisible.
There you go.
And then, because my wild shape is a bonus action, thank God, I am going to, just kind of seeing these tentacles flying around and recalling that fight in the cave that we had, I'm going to use my new powered up wild shape, and I'm going to monster shape into a carrion crawler.
Hey.
Nuts.
Carry on, crawler.
And I'm going to... Can't really get any closer to number 2. I was going to try and kind of stand in the gap between 2 and Niffy, but I'll just move up next to 1. Just as my form explodes into this nasty worm with the huge eyes and the tentacles flying off the front. And that's my turn.
There you go. All right, so we bring it back to Pip. It is your turn.
Yas Queen. Okay, so I'm gonna hop over kind of like the fire and set myself on fire. Yeah. So like right here, staying near the fire. My boys, my lights are gonna go over here.
You have to use a bonus action. Is that okay?
That's fine because I already used my crimson.
Okay.
Where are the lights going?
He's getting him.
Okay.
Two, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go.
And I'm gonna attack creature number 4.
All right.
That is 10 plus 9, 19.
Yep. That hits.
And then I rolled 10 twice. So that is 36. Oh, I forgot to do my... That's 3, minus 3. Actually, minus 2 because of my cloak. Okay, so that is 2d6. And then 2d4.
2d4.
So, yeah, because of my crimson. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. So that's.
I wasn't questioning you.
No, you made me realize it wasn't 2d4. It was 46. Because of my crimson.
46?
Yeah, 46. Okay, so
That's
11.
way better than 2d4.
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage to number 4.
Yeah.
As both of your arrows, just encased in ice, streak across the battlefield and dig itself into its brain. Brain freeze!
Got him.
Oh, 24 you said?
24.
Okay.
Popsicles sound so good right now.
They do.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Alright. So we come to Wolf. Yes.
Okay, so he's going to attack creature 4.
Alright, and he lunges out. Go ahead and... Do you want to roll the attack, or do you want me to roll for it?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so he rolls an 11, but he has advantage because of pack tactics, so 12 does hit. And
Plus 5.
Yeah.
He gets a plus 5.
Yeah. And that is 8 points of damage as he lunges out and strikes at this creature.
Sweet.
And the creature is immune to prone, so it doesn't get knocked down from Wolf.
Okay.
So now that brings us to number 4, so the one you were attacking. It is going to... yeah, it's going to lash out at Wolf. So it's going to strike with its tentacles. That is a 14 to hit.
Nope, that misses.
Okay, and then with its beak, 20 total. So Wolf takes 8 points of piercing damage as the beak goes out, strikes him, and you can see a bit of crimson on his fur.
Wait, doesn't he, he has armor now.
Yeah, it's already added there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. So how much did you say?
8 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, it is Niffy's turn, and she is paralyzed. She cannot do anything.
Poor Niffy.
Can she try her saving throw again?
It lasts just for a minute.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Creature number 1 is going to attack you, Dane, since you're right in front of it.
I can try.
And with its tentacles, it's going to lash out at you for a 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Okay. And you take 4 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for your Fairy Fire. So you got to get a 10.
Okay. That's a natural 11.
Okay. And then another Constitution saving throw for the poison.
Okay.
Unless your creature is immune to poison.
It is not.
Okay.
But Constitution in Carrion Crawler, that's a 17.
Okay, gotcha. So then it lashes out with its beak. That is a 22 to hit, and you take 9 points of damage this time.
9.
That's. I don't think we can do that.
Oh yeah,
And,
sorry.
and so make another con save from you.
Okay. That's a natural 19.
Okay, yeah, so you maintain concentration on the spell as this creature lashes out at you. Eric, we come back to your turn. You are still prone and not restrained, but grappled on the ground. This creature, now being harrowed by Wolf and Pip, you can see her just readying her shot for another strike. Wolf kind of licks your face as he's right next to you.
Okay, it's it's dragging me along the ground. It's not lifting me up.
Correct.
Okay. Same thing. I've still got the shadow blade out. I'm just hacking at this tentacle around my legs.
Okay.
There's my die. 15.
15 hits.
Ah, sweet. Okay. So that is 15 points from the blade,
Okay.
plus booming damage.
Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah. Plus an extra 5 points of thunder damage. And if it willingly moves, it'll take some more damage.
Okay, so 20 points total as you swing. What's that?
I was gonna say, what if it doesn't willingly move? What if I force it to move?
Does it still take? Yeah.
I don't. It specifically says willingly moves, so I don't think it takes the damage in that case.
So it takes 20 points of damage as you just carve into it. You can hear its shrieking cries in the darkness as it comes to. Unless you have anything else you'd like to do.
Yeah, would reaching out and just trying to grab hold of Wolf's armor be an action, or would that be a bonus action? Or
If you're trying to like grapple for like not just like flavor purposes, then yeah, it would be an action.
yeah, then I'm good. I'm done.
Okay. All right. So it comes to creature number 3 here, and it is going to. It is actually going to sidestep you, Rondon. You get an attack of opportunity against it,
All right.
and it is with advantage.
Get it rolled on.
Of course.
Thank God, because the first one was a 2.
Ooh.
Second one, 15.
There you go. Fairy Fire coming in clutch.
Which, that one would have had advantage anyway because of the disorienting blast. Does he have double advantage?
No, he already swung out at the creature, so it.
11 points of damage.
Yeah, the advantage is basically off now.
11 points of damage to it as you just swing the Oculus Macabre at it, and it just buries itself as the creature pulls away, and it just like the squelching sound as it hits the floor. It goes right up next to Pip. I'll just roll now, and then we'll settle it later. So that is a 17 to hit for the tentacles.
That if she's wearing studded leather, that's probably just her AC.
Okay,
Unless she has a rune of protection on.
gotcha. So I'm just gonna put 17 to hit, 5 damage, con save. Okay, and then the second attack is a natural 1.
Perfect.
But if she would have failed the saving throw, would have had advantage. So
Do you want me to? We don't have to, but do you want one of us just to roll for her save?
sure, go ahead. So I'll get onto her page and then just tell me what you rolled.
I'm on it already.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. So
Natural 17, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got pretty good con. So yeah, she succeeds.
And she does have the rune of thorns, so.
Oh yeah, so take one of those damages off it just before damage, and the creature takes 1 damage back.
Gotcha. So there we go. All right, and that is its turn. Kwanzaa, your turn.
All right, so how does creature number 4 look just from where I'm at?
It looks pretty bloody, like
Okay.
pretty bloodied.
All right, I'll holler out to Eric. I'll say, Eric, let's finish this. We need to help our friends. And I move up just a little bit. So I'm within right here. And then I will do an air lacing attack, but with disadvantage because of my trimmers and ticks.
Yep.
Because it's a strength-based attack. Okay. So 15 to hit.
15 hits. Yeah.
Perfect. That plus 10 is real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And it takes 11 points of damage. And then,
Which splits the creature in half as your strike just your concentrated burst of air just splits it in two as the two halves fall to the side and the grip of the tentacles release you, Eric.
And then I'll look to Eric and I'll say, "Come on, friend." And I'll turn around and I'll move back this way and use my bonus action.
Do you still have a second attack?
Oh, I do have a second attack. You're right. I keep forgetting I have a second attack. All right, so I'll roll that one with disadvantage. Natural 20
But
for my
it's-
first.
But it's canceled out because you have an advantage on it.
That is true.
So
I
that's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
Do the thing.
do the thing. I haven't rolled a natural 20 on an attack roll yet. Refresh me. How did I just double the?
You can do one of two things. You can roll twice the amount of dice, or you can just double whatever your first roll is. But you have to decide before you roll.
Okay, then I'll do the double roll.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So the first one was 4, second one was 5. So, I ended up making out 1 point ahead. That is 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage to number
3.
3. Once again, the air just cuts through the space, and this creature is cut in twain.
Oh my gosh! So I drop the first one. I tell Eric to let's go, and then I turn around and I go hip, and I send a burst of air straight through it.
Dang.
And this congealed mass of brain just squelches onto the floor.
Quan Sing is out for blood tonight. Holy crap.
You still have bonus action and rest of your movement if you need it.
Oh my gosh! So hold on.
He's just gonna take out the rest of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3. I have 4 more spots. So right here, and I use my bonus action to just send one more burst of air from my hand.
Okay.
So that was a 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
Oh my god! Thank
These
you,
are
Jesus.
big and slow creatures, so
Do it. Take out 3 in one turn. Let's see it.
I would love it. Where's that right here? Oh my gosh, max damage, 11 points of damage.
Hey.
11 points of damage to number, what was it?
2.
Number 2. Okay, and this one hadn't been hit yet, so it takes the
Darn.
fresh wound as its bludgeoning damage just causes it like a balancing balloon in midair just kind of wobbles in place.
Then I action surge. No, I'm just
You can use your flurry of blows if you want.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of your bonus action, yeah.
Why not? What do I got to lose? 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And max damage again. I'm dead serious.
And I don't know if
11 points.
I don't know if you added the extra D8 from Zephyr.
I didn't. So there's 11 more points plus the D8 is a 6. So 17 more points.
17 points of damage.
Come on! Put it down!
It does not go down, but you do a substantial amount of damage to it as you were just
Oh my
machine
goodness.
gun fists, just bouncing around the battlefield,
I
just
love
dealing so
it.
much damage. As it comes to Rondon, your turn.
All right, so I am.
Just
move.
one thing's taking all the kills.
I'm gonna potty break.
Okay.
I'm gonna try taking one of these mothers out, and I'm gonna move myself over right by creature 2,
Okay.
and gonna make my attacks again.
Okay. You see Niffy standing right next to you. She cannot move. She has her great sword or her long sword in her hand, just looking at you, tensing up.
Don't worry, Niffy, I'll take care of this guy. And 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Ooh, nice max damage. 13 points of damage.
All right, 13 points of damage to number 2. All right, as the flail just swings and
Then 12 to hit.
12 is exactly its AC, so that hits.
Beautiful. And 9 damage.
9 points of damage on that. All right, as you make your second swing,
And then I'll do an offhand attack. 20 to hit, dirty 20.
Okay.
And that's automatic 4 damage.
Oh, it looks like it's just barely hanging on. Oh, it is just like barely floating. You can see it's like losing its ability to float. It's just slowly descending.
That's so frustrating. Kwanzai's gonna get another kill.
As it comes to that creature's turn now, and it is going to
take an opportunity attack from Rhonda.
It is going to float above both you and Niffy, not breaking direct contact, but is going to attack Kwanseng. And that is going to be a 19 to hit for the tentacles.
I think that'll hit.
I think you're muted, Drew.
Sorry, yeah, that does hit.
Okay.
But as it hits me, I'm going to use Reciprocating Gale.
Okay, so it deals damage first.
Yep.
So you take 8 points of slashing damage, and I need a con save from you.
Okay. Let me go. I need to go to my saves page, sorry. 16?
16 succeeds. Okay. Yeah, so you take 8 points of damage, and then you use your reaction to use Reciprocating Gale, which...
Yep. Were you going to say something?
Nope, I'm just waiting for your...
Okay, yeah, so as it, like, slashes down, I'm going to kind of lift my arm like that to block my face, and when it hits, I'm going to go like that and just cast a burst of air straight ahead of me.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Do I roll for it? Yeah, I do. Okay, so it's a +5 to hit. And Reciprocating Gale, it's wisdom, so I don't take disadvantage on it.
Oh, sure, because it's a spell. Good.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
And then, so that's 2d8 plus 2. 13 points of damage.
Okay. All right, and so as you just wave your hand out at it to get away from you, you cut the top of it off.
Oh my goodness.
Just the top of the brain, like right above where the beak sits, half the brain just kind of just slides off as it slowly descends and just collapses into a puddle of brain noodles.
Ugh.
As I'm standing there and I'm like, as it happens, I look to Rondon and I smile and I go, one more.
I softened him up for you.
As Dane, it comes to your turn. You're the last of the initiative.
Yeah.
Carry it, Daner.
2 is down, yeah?
Yes, it is
Okay.
dead.
So then I'm just going to do my Carrion Crawler multi-attack against 1.
All right.
First with my tentacles with advantage.
Tentacles.
So that's a total of 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right. Damage is not great on that, but I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay.
It's 3 poison damage.
All right, 3 poison damage. And con save. That is a 10.
10 fails. So
All right,
it's poisoned and paralyzed.
Okay, so it just slowly begins to drift down as its body fails.
And then I'm double checking to be sure if it's paralyzed.
You get advantage on attacks against it in melee, and if it hits, it's an automatic critical hit.
All right, so I'm going to attack with my bite.
Go for it.
Because that's the other part of my... so total to hit with the bite is 15.
It's an automatic crit, right?
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
All right, so that's a crit, and I have to roll 4d4 plus 2.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, 4d4.
Maximum damage. Maximum damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
gosh.
So, 10 total.
10.
I'm sorry, 12.
12 points of
piercing
damage.
For future, if you do that, you should just roll the first one and take the top, all of them together.
What's that?
You rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, you said? So then just roll the first one, and if you have a 2, isn't that... No, that's
You have to decide before
Right,
you
that's what I
roll
mean.
whether you want to double or...
Right, but with
roll.
D4, you have a better chance of having, like, a higher... You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, never mind. We'll
Okay.
talk about it later.
Okay.
There's only 4 numbers.
Right.
Never mind.
Okay.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, I mean, that's my action. I don't have any bonus actions as a carrion crawler, so and I'm not moving away from it. So
All
I'm
right.
good.
Then that brings us to Pip. We're going to hold her turn because she's not here. Niffy is still poisoned. So it comes to creature number 1,
Who is paralyzed.
who is paralyzed. So, Eric, your turn.
It can repeat the save at the end of its turn, but it's the
Oh,
end
can
of its
it?
turn. Yes.
Oh, okay. So then... Nope, natural 1.
It feels.
Perfect.
So, Eric, it is your turn.
So
You're prone.
I'm prone. I'm going to stand up and climb up on top of Wolf and just point back towards everybody else and say, "Let's go, boy!"
Can you Eldritch Blast or anything?
Yeah, I suppose I can. He's paralyzed. I mean, honestly, I want Rondon to kill him.
Oh, okay, sure. I just
I appreciate that.
No, I'm good. I'm on top of Wolf, and let's go. That's it.
So should I pass my turn then? Because I think
No.
I'm one step ahead of Rondon.
Oh, are ya?
You rolled a 14
Yeah.
now. I rolled a 15.
Yeah.
All right, so then...
how's it looking?
It still looks fairly healthy.
But with automatic crits.
Yeah. Well, in melee. With if you're within 5 feet of it is how it's worded.
Oh.
Yeah. So then, are you passing your turn then?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So then, Kwansing, your turn now.
Sure. I'll just pass my turn too.
Okay. So Rondon, your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see if I can kill this mother.
You have advantage still.
I'll have you know this took everything inside of me not to just wipe the whole battlefield.
Yeah, I appreciate that. With advantage, I rolled a 6 and then a 2 for my first attack.
You have a +7? That'll do it.
Well, yeah. Well, so next hit. Okay, I guess that's a. Sorry, let me.
I'm so lost.
No worries.
Oh, you rolled a 6 total.
Yeah,
How could he roll a 6 total with a +7?
I have a +6.
How could you roll
So
a
how'd you
6?
roll a 2?
I'm so lost right now.
What were the totals?
So the first attack was an 8 and then a 6.
Okay.
So
What?
sorry.
Wait.
That's what I'm trying
Oh.
to figure out. How could you roll a 6 if you have a +7?
Yeah.
Are
I
you
don't know.
using D&D Beyond? Is it not still on your
Yeah.
screen?
Yes, I'm using D&D Beyond.
We're trying to help you.
I don't know, but I know I missed the first time with advantage. Second time, I got a fucking 17.
Okay, that hits. Yep.
Jeez. Get off my nuts.
We're trying to help you, man.
Roll a 0-sided die. I got 6.
And then 15 damage.
Oh
Okay.
my
Is
God.
that with the crit already factored in?
Yes.
Okay. So 15
then-
damage.
Then my offhand
Okay.
will be. What the fuck is it? Sorry. My offhand. It's a Rondon crit, so
Okay, sure.
8 extra damage.
8 extra damage. All right. So you are just beating on this thing as the flail just comes in and just batters it.
Quick
and
question.
then
he can put a hand axe in his offhand, right? That doesn't have to be a punch.
Correct, but he has a duelist
Oh, got it.
fighting style.
Got it.
So if he does, then he loses a +2 bonus on each attack.
That makes sense. Okay.
For flavor, can I make eye contact with Rondon, and seeing as like he really wants to kill something, I just lean on my staff and I go ahead.
Sure. All right. Before then,
He's just wailing on this thing that can't move on the ground.
Oh boy.
but before that happens, Dane, it's your turn.
Just finish him off, Dane.
Are you sure?
Yes,
I mean, I don't have a lot of damage output as a
It's gonna be
carrying
like 2 or 3 rounds before it dies.
Hey, no, seriously, just for flavor, let's just watch Rondon.
So I'll hear Quan saying, say, go ahead, and I'll look back, and you'll see kind of the carrion crawler just like settle down. Like,
Okay.
kind of tentacles go like under his chin.
Sure. All right. So then,
And then I'll mind link with Rondon. We believe in you, buddy.
I really need this.
all right. So then, as it comes back to Pip, we'll just say that she plays along, and then it comes to Wolf, and Wolf will just run, and he'll get you all the way over there, Eric.
You know what it reminds me of? Has anybody here seen Inglourious Bastards? I know some of you have, but have you seen the movie when the guy comes out of the tunnel and he hits the Nazi in the head with the baseball bat? He's like, out of the pack, and then he just starts like smashing the head in, and it's Rondon smashing his brain in, and we're like, yeah, you got it, buddy. You're doing a great job. Yuck.
So it comes to the creature's turn. It's going to try to save. It rolls an 11. Nope. Okay, so it's still paralyzed. Comes up to Eric. Your turn.
Rondon, I hate these things. Take it out.
I've tried.
All right, Kwan saying you pass your turn.
I move forward, just kind of like with my staff, like a walking stick,
Sure.
and I set my chin on top of it.
Okay, and then Rondon, your turn.
For flavor, my tentacles are Rondon.
We've become morbid.
Okay, your turn, Rondon.
Yeah, I'm rolling. 13 to hit.
That does hit. Yep.
Alright, I need this.
They're automatic crits, right? If they hit
Yes.
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, just want to make sure.
12 plus 5, 17. Not 17. 12 plus. Yeah, 12 plus 5, 17. Damage for the first attack.
That is exactly the amount of hit points it had left.
Rondon. I'm sorry.
How do you want to do this?
There you go.
I just. I slammed the flail right in, and you hear the squishing noise of the brain monster. Just. I turn to the crowd and I'm like, thanks, guys. I really needed this.
Except it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like a screeching of a creature. A screecher.
I'll Dane shake before I yell, hey!
There you go.
I got my groove back.
And your madness is gone. Oh. I tried.
All right, so these creatures all perish eventually.
It's too good.
It's like, and if he's just like, what the fuck are they doing?
Eventually the minute passes, and
I would say, I guess I would do like a lesser restoration as soon as we were out of combat. I know it, like, Tyler knows after a minute's gonna pass, but Dane's like, no, Niffy.
all right, so you cast it on her, and her body relaxes once more. She says, "Son of a bitch. Every time I can't deal any damage.
I know what you mean, Niffy.
Yeah, but you saw Rondon, right? He did great.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, why is Pip all catatonic over there?
I move over closer to Pip, so she's me away from the light again.
Okay.
Kind of.
Let's just say that as you guys, gather your thoughts and your kind of, recenter yourselves. Let's take a break here. Picking up where we left off. The battle ceases as Pip's red glowing fires suddenly flicker out and she begins to just tumble to the floor.
I try rush over to catch her.
Okay, and you are fast enough. I mean,
Sure.
just
The Flash.
Flash.
yeah, but you're not as strong, so you're still like, ugh,
All right. Fine.
You do catch her though.
Okay. Pip, are you okay?
She's dead.
I'm just not feeling really good right now.
Wolf, come here. And I'll kind of help.
Oh woo.
Yeah.
Wolf, I never knew you were Scottish.
I'll help Pip up on Wolf.
Okay. Okay. She
I'm
says,
terrible at Scottish.
I'm just gonna take a nap if that's okay.
Yeah, you deserve it.
I know you are, but what am I?
Deserving of a nap?
No, I'm just kidding. She
Well,
falls asleep.
I think we're all about to take a nap.
A long nap
Yeah.
for at least 8 hours.
So let me double check a thing here real quick. I will continue. I guess I'll continue the rest of my watch shift for a couple more hours. And I'll use my monster shape to take the form of an Ankeg,
Okay.
which has dark vision and tremor sense
Oh,
for
nice.
60
deal.
feet.
Damn. OP, 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 OP.
OP, 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 OP. So yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
I will
So-
not.
Bold choice. Kwanseng doesn't wild shape into an Ankeg.
Wow.
All right, so yeah, that's a pretty dick move. Kwanseng. No.
You're gonna
Yeah.
feel kind of
Sorry,
stupid
guys.
when you're the only one who hasn't wild shaped into an Ankeg.
You look over, it's Wolf with an Ankeg on his back, holding a bow. What?
And then I wake up. You were all on kegs. It was the worst.
Okay, so you all take to your positions and you fall into a sleep. As Dane, you continue your watch. For the sake of just brevity, I'll have you make a perception check for me.
Sure thing. So I need to use my monster die. There it is. That's. I keep my mental stats, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. So then my perception there is 16.
Okay. Okay. Your watch goes uneventful. The next watch comes to whoever wishes to.
I'll do it.
Okay. Just make a perception check for me.
Okay.
And you do have the eye still.
18.
Okay. Okay. Once again, it's uneventful. Nothing happens until your next watch.
I'll get up and I will wake both Eric and Rondon and I'll say, you guys get to fight over who's next. I'm going to sleep.
I'll take next. I'm like, Eric, you go back to sleep. Shove him down.
I mean, I'm up
Rondon's
now,
not going
but
to take last watch to make breakfast?
Oh, yeah, never mind. Eric, get back up. I'm going to make breakfast.
so I'm taking the eye from one thing.
For flavor, I'll have a pot of tea ready for Eric when he gets up and stuff. I'll just have it already brewing and I'll let him know. Whoever takes it gets the pot of tea. And I'll give you the Phoenix flower tea, so it's spicy. It'll help you stay awake.
Not gonna.
Also-
Wait, is this gonna mess with my stomach? I've had problems taking stuff from you.
It's spicy. If you don't like spicy, and I'm saying this with my eyes closed, maybe, but probably not. Honestly, it's nothing like those berries that Rondon gave you. Still
What?
sorry about that. I'm passing blame.
Perception check, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's a 7.
Okay.
You fully believe him.
That would be insight.
Yeah. Yep. And
Your watch goes uneventful.
Okay. I'll hand off the eye and wake up Rondon.
Okay.
oh, thanks, Eric. Hope Quansing didn't tell you anything stupid.
Is that what you were using for the eye?
What?
There you go.
Or was that a coaster, Brandon?
Oh, this is where I keep my quartz dice.
Gotcha.
My rose quartz dice.
Nice.
It separates them all because if they hit each other, then it chips them.
Gotcha.
Alright. Do I roll with disadvantage on wisdom saves? Yeah.
On wisdom checks, yeah. So your perception checks would be a disadvantage. Oh Jesus!
Alright, then I got a 3.
It wouldn't give him a better perception because he's so paranoid. He's
No, because everything distracts him.
sure.
And so as they're sleeping, I'm cooking up Eric's mom's spiced potatoes because I got the recipe on hand, but with Rondon twist, come from a magical spice pouch.
Do you have potatoes?
What?
Do you have potatoes?
Of course I do, Brandon. Why wouldn't I have potatoes?
Because you have to have them.
Potatoes.
And I believe you also need an oven to create this meal.
Fine. We'll just survive off of our rations.
Carve up the brains, dog.
Your next feat should be what's your this feat called?
Oh, I guess
Gourmet?
I took a look. Yeah.
So maybe you should take one that's like instant oven. You just pop an oven out of it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go over to the brain guys, and kind of chop off their tentacles.
Okay.
And I guess what kind of check would I need to make to see if like their tentacles are edible? Would that just be nature?
This will be more Arcana because they are not like natural creatures.
Oh, good thing I'm so great at Arcana.
We're dead. We're gonna eat this tentacle soup and we're gonna die.
Surprisingly, dirty 20.
Hey.
All right.
It would not be recommended because they have poison. However, you do know, or rather you discover that because they have poison, you can extract some poison from them if you do have like any empty vials or anything like that.
He
I
goes
do
and
not.
he takes the perfume of bewitching.
Dump it out.
Yeah.
Who needs this?
I'll remember to tell Dane I did that later.
Guys, I really need to get in and go with these nobles.
Yeah, no, I don't got any empty vials, so
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'll just pass
So
on the
you could-
information.
Yeah, you could harvest the brains for a meal, but not the tentacles. They're a little unsafe.
Well, then I'll just do the brains. I thought the tentacles would be a little more appetizing. But brains it
you're prob-
is.
Brains it is. Okay. You need
Yeah,
an
it's
oven
hard
for
to-
those as well.
We can probably
Just
get by
gonna-
just eating one, right? For now.
What's that?
We just need one for a meal, right? If that. Okay.
Yeah. So so you begin to prepare your meal. Go ahead and mark off. What is it? Seep leaf.
Yes. Believe. Let me check.
Yeah, seep leaf.
Yep. All right, I'll mark off seep leaf, and then we're gonna do increase hit point maximum. So let me roll a
100.
D12.
Well, it's the whatever the hit die of the creature
Oh.
is. So let me.
Oh
see.
yeah, that's right. Sorry.
You can't roll. You can't like kill a mouse and get like a D12. So the hit die of the creature is. Define a bestiary.
My guess is D8.
It is. You're correct. It's a D8.
Hey.
Hey.
Because he
is-
gets it right, we get to bump it up to a D10.
No. So roll the hit dice of the creature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus divided by 2 rounded up.
So 2.
So 2, yeah. So 2d8.
All right, so I rolled a 6, and then I guess instead of rolling 2d8, I'll just roll the 1d8. So 6.
What?
So if I'm dividing it by 2, wouldn't it just make sense to just roll 1?
What?
No, you're not under. You okay?
It's not
Go
a
ahead.
crit.
You're
Okay.
No, yeah, but you said he was talking about the division thing that we just talked about. The division thing decided how many dice you were rolling.
Got it. Okay, so I rolled a total of 7. I rolled a 6 and a 1, so 3
Got it.
extra hit points.
Nope, 7.
Nope, you're not dividing anything now.
The
My
number
My brain.
the number of dice you roll is equal to your proficiency modifier divided by 2 rounded up. So you determine that our proficiency modifier is 3, divided by 2, 1.5 rounded up is 2. So you roll 2d8, and then we take those 2d8 and we add it to our
Got it.
tracking. Is that chill?
Yes, 7
Okay.
points. Just take 7 points.
To our HP modifier.
Yeah, correct. Your max hit point. Your hit point maximum increases by.
But don't apply it till we finish the long rest, because once you do a long rest, I think it resets.
Correct. So eventually your rest comes to a close, and then you wake up, so you can mark off your long rest. And whoever would like to partake in this feast will gain.
I would like to partake.
Fried up
gonna
some
look-
brain.
Gonna look at it and I'm gonna go, oh, it smells awful, Rondo.
Tastes
It's
better than it
actually very
smells.
good.
Oh my gosh. Mac, you have the lucky feat.
Yes. I
You
completely
could have
forgot.
used that at any point in that fight.
I know, and I completely forgot about it. Until I looked at my feet, so I was like, oh yeah, I took lucky, that's right.
Wait, when did you take luck? Oh, yeah, that's right. Fighters get
He's a
more
fighter, yep.
things more often, that's right.
I'm gonna I'll take a bite, and I'm gonna roll. What should I roll, Brandon, to see if I like the taste? Just
Well, let's look at the thing. So,
just for funsies.
I would make it simple. Do a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, sure.
How much you like it?
Roll a d10.
I know I'm not.
I'll
Brandon,
I'll say a D10 plus your con.
So I have a +0 in con, and I rolled a 1.
Okay, this sucks. Brain? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So I take a bite of it, and I.
Just choke it down. You'll get some extra hit points from you.
Rondon, I always finish a meal that's given to me. I hope you take this as no offense. I would rather never eat brains again. I'm going to put another pot of tea on to choke this down. And I'm going to put the oolong tea on because it's creamy, or it's, what'd you say, smoky and caramelly and just all around good. Honey.
Oh yeah, ruby oolong is fucking amazing.
So it's very rich. It'll help me choke down the brain.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm good.
All right.
hold
Everyone
on,
got their hit
hold it,
points
Eric.
added.
I like, hey, Quanting, if you're not going to finish it, I'll take the rest of that off your hands.
His magical meals are worth having, even if they taste disgusting. This one, in particular, round on every other one I've loved.
I do want to see if there's anything else that can be harvested from these brain beak creatures.
They're beaks, actually, and you can turn them into clogs.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, so go ahead and just make a general nature check for me.
General nature check. And again, just kind of as I'm going into it, trying to get my brain focused, I do the little arcane hand symbol or hand gesture and speak in Quarry for a moment to give myself guidance. And this is Dane, so I use my Dane die. That's not Dane.
Using my quarry feet, I give myself guidance.
Is that what I sound like?
That ass.
Dope. Nature, that's a total of 20.
Dirty 20s all night.
Okay. So you can go ahead and roll 2d4 for me.
2d4?
2d4.
5 total.
Okay. So you are able to extract 5 tentacles from it,
Okay.
and its beak. They're pretty big, so this will be something that you have to like find a way to haul.
How large is the beak?
I would say it is probably a little bit bigger than your own head.
That's a huge beak.
I just get one of those?
From one creature, yes.
Okay. I want to go around and see how many beaks I can get, specifically.
Okay. Gotcha. So go ahead and just roll 3 more nature checks for me.
And each time I'll give myself guidance.
Okay. Guidance.
Guidance.
I want to give myself guidance.
So that one is a 16,
Okay.
a 22,
Okay.
and a 15.
Gotcha. So you managed to harvest the rest of them.
Okay. And I'll just kind of like try to like stack them, and I'll
Okay.
put them in whatever carrying. Actually, I'm carrying a lot of stuff. Rundon, would you mind if you've got any extra room in your pack? Do you mind carrying these for until we get to Berkshire?
Oh, absolutely.
They're like bigger than him.
You bet.
I said, like, if they're like concave, like beaks, I'll stack them. So that it's like,
sure,
like
okay.
bowls in your cabinet.
Sure. If you would like to find out what they are used for, you could make an Arcana check.
The beaks?
Yeah.
Okay. Or I can say, Eric, do you know what one might be able to use these for?
Yeah, let me take a look.
And I will chime in with any arcane knowledge that I have to assist him.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
No.
Not really.
16.
So you figure out that these creatures are actually called grells, and carefully crafted using alchemist supplies, you can actually refine the beaks into potions of lightning resistance.
Ooh. No.
Well, la-di-da.
They're aberrations, not monstrosities, so I can't turn into one, but
Lame.
I know.
And unfortunately for you, as of right now, you don't have access to Pip, and she is proficient with alchemist supplies.
Okay. We'll ask Pip about this when she wakes up. In the meantime, Rhonda, you just want to schlep these around with us?
Let's get him back to Berkshire and we can decide from there. And then I'm ready to hit the road.
No, you.
That's what I said.
All right, so you pack your things up. Pip is still feeling a little groggy, so she stays on Wolf, kind of incapacitated at the moment.
I will do another round of Longstrider for. I guess Kwanseng never needs it because he's going to be faster than us with our Longstrider applied. If Pip's riding Wolf, I guess I'll do Longstrider on myself, and then I'll turn into, well,
How many people can you cast on?
well, it's a first level spell, and any slot above first, so if I use a second level spell, I can cast it on 2 people. Third level, I
Okay.
can cast it on 3 people.
What's the highest you can go with it?
Third is the highest spell slot that I've got. And it's just it's a static 10 feet to every target. 10 feet bonus to your movement speed. I'm trying to think, because we've got Niffy with us. We've got you on the ground, we've got Pickles. I could do the centaur thing again, which would get me to 60.
Let's say Eric and Rondon can ride Pickles and Wolf.
Pips on
has-
Wolf.
Yeah, but can't Wolf carry more than one person?
He can carry 2 people.
Okay. And Pickles has a base of 40.
Yeah.
So I'll cast Longstrider on Pickles, on Niffy, and on myself.
Perfect. That covers
Yeah.
everything.
Well, no, I don't even cast it on myself, because if I do Centaur, I'll be at that base 50, along with...
Just double it up on Pickles so we can go faster.
I don't think it works like that. Yeah, if Rondon and Eric are riding, I'll cast it on Pickles, and then that's it. We'll have everyone ride around. Okay, Niffy. I gotta cast it on Niffy too. Unless I know she's a Goliath. Can a Direwolf support Niffy still? Because she's still medium?
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll hold up Pip as we're riding. Rondon and Eric can ride Centaur Dane. So that means I've got 50 as a Centaur. Kwansang's got 50 normal. Pickles will have 50. after the long strider, and I think Wolf has 50 normally. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
what's going on, Drew?
I sent a meme to Mac. I was like, this is Mac as a child. I'll send it to you so you can get a chuckle. I'll send it to D&D group. There we go. He just sent me the flipping
that's
me
so
off
bad.
emoji.
What the fuck?
That's messed up.
You're dumb as hell.
I love you so much, Mac.
Anyways,
Yep, sorry.
Anyways.
It's off subject.
preparing for your journey, you take off after your long rest. It takes you about half a day or so, but you eventually reach a familiar part of the forest, Dane, and you recognize it as the real forest just outside of Berkshire.
So I kind of slow to a halt here. How long have you been traveling, you said?
Like, just half a day. Like, maybe 12 hours, maybe less.
Okay. So we would have had to have stopped and short rested for me to maintain Centaur throughout. Would I have a use of wild shape left at this point?
Yeah, I'll say. Because, I mean, every time you take a short rest, you gain both of your charges back.
Right. Okay. So I'll stop. Runton, Eric, we're going to have to walk from here.
I mean, if I'm lost.
It wouldn't do to have me walking in as Dane when there's already a Dane somewhere in town.
I was just going to say the same thing.
And I will...
Turn into a Labrador?
I do have a Mastiff that I can do, so I'll wall shape into a Mastiff.
Is that your last one?
I mean, until I take a short rest again.
Yeah.
Dan, you look adorable as a Mastiff. You should look like this more often.
Oh, woo.
Dan, you're Scottish?
And that is how I'm prepared. Oh, shucks. I'm still glowing as the Mastiff, aren't I?
You can choose to put it out if you want.
But then doesn't it give me a level of exhaustion to, like, reignite it?
To reignite it at the length that you wanted to, yeah. Or at the distance.
This 30.
If I used invisibility to turn him invisible, would that put out the light?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do that. Whether you're as Mastiff or not.
Okay.
It'll last for an hour, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So as long as we can get inside within the next hour, get to the house, meet up with Zareem, and we can plan from there. Are we all ready?
Once I turn you invisible, Rondon and I won't be able to see you either, so your little mind link thing is going to be our only way of knowing whether you're with us.
I don't know how to convey this in non-meta terms, but the response mind link only works if you can see me, but I'll still be able to communicate to you. So I'll keep close. You'll know I'm there.
All right. Casting invisibility on Dane.
Okay. So you whip your wand, and suddenly his form just shimmers out of existence.
and we'll start walking into town. I'm going to follow Rondon's lead here because he knows the city.
And you guys should have torches as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to be using my maul to help light up.
Not at all alarming.
Quanting goes, you should really put that thing away. It's
Oh, sorry.
disturbing.
Oh.
I'm glad that I said it's disturbing.
So, as you begin to approach the town, what you notice is the town is not dark, but it also isn't glowing with red fire either. It is illuminated by a different source. These strange crystals line the walls of Berkshire that create this sort of perimeter of light. And in the center of the town, you can see this one crystal that is much bigger than the others, and it kind of creates this kind of like a column of light that just encases the entire town. You can see the silhouette of guards walking along the walls of the top of the walls, kind of keeping watch. And you notice you with your red torches as you approach.
Discover me, discovering you.
As you approach the gates, the guards say, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Well, hey, guys, it's just me, Rondon. Just coming back in, checking up on Dane, see how he's doing.
Dane's with us.
They don't know that.
They think Dane is still at home.
No one says in
yeah.
character. This is all
Yes.
table conversation.
Oh no! I forgot about that. Yikes! I just blurted out, Rondon, what is wrong? No, I didn't do that.
So you say, "Gonna check on Dane." He says, I see. Where have you been, if I may ask?"
Well, we've been quite a few places at the moment. I mean, we went to Greenwood, nice little village. That's where our friend Mugweed here is from. He's really good at halfling. Hey, there's Eric. Where else we go? We went to Darvington. That's also another quaint little halfling town right there. There's a woman there that makes some really good apple pie. Would recommend. Her name is Jane, Harry's mom. That's her last name.
It's gonna be really funny when they go to Darvington to get pie, and they find out that she lives down in Caseby or whatever it's called.
That's right. I forgot. Anyway, so yikes.
What is it called?
Cosquest.
Cosquest. There we go.
We were just off on the coast there, down south, in Cosquest. I mean, we've been a little bit everywhere, but it's just time to come back, check on things, see how he's doing.
Right.
What's going on here,
Well,
fellas?
I would suggest going to your home. There's a curfew now.
I'm sorry. Curfew? When did this happen?
He looks to the other guard. He says, "I can't say much, but if you've no business in the city, I'm afraid I have to turn you away."
I'm sorry, guys. My business is always in the city. You mean you're talking to Rondon Timbers, supplier of the timbers here?
I will.
Well, then, if you
mind
have business in the city, then go right ahead.
link- so I will
Thanks,
mind
that's
link
out
with
loud.
Rondon quick. You've got to pay your guild dues.
And I always got to pay my guild dues as well while I'm here. So, I thank you guys for doing your honest job. These guys are with me. They're helping me with lumber and all that. So, be on our way.
Very well. Go ahead.
Thank you, guys. And I kind of Rondon Timber salute them.
Okay. You wanted to say something, Mike?
Yeah, without just standing there and staring at them or anything, I just want to make an Arcana check on the crystals. Have I ever seen anything like these crystals before, or know anything about them?
I would say you could make it with disadvantage. You're not really up close enough to kind of.
Yep, that's fair. 14.
14. They're a little out of your realm of expertise.
I guess I don't have any read on them as like a shard holder, do I? I know at one point when...
Sorry, what was that, Tyler?
When Kwansang picked up a shard, you made a comment that like shards can recognize other shards or whatever. Like I don't have any sort of read from that angle, do I? Like I don't recognize the shards as...
Oh, no, you do not.
Okay. Or crystals. Okay.
I guess before we get too far along, I just kind of like turn back, like, hey guys, real quick, what's up with these crystals?
You ask them?
Yeah.
They're our only source of light right now. That's all I can say. I can't give out any more information about them. We've been instructed not to.
Is it Faustus again?
Easy road done.
I urge you to move along.
Okay. Well, I better not press my luck. Anyways, see you later, guys.
He just nods to you. As you continue forward, who has the highest passive perception here?
My passive is 11.
17.
9.
Mine's a 15.
Okay, so Dane and Kwansang. As you are entering, you notice that posted on the wall behind, kind of like the wall of the interior of the city, kind of up against the arch that kind of allows you to enter the city itself, or rather the town. There are these two large pieces of paper with two very distinct drawings on them.
Can I sleight of hand and try to take them?
Go ahead.
Hold on here. Gotta get the sleight of hand up. Ooh. Well, so that's a 24.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for both?
Nope.
Just gonna kind of like try and peel them off and kind of shove them in my pocket to look at later, so I can analyze them without being in trouble. I say as I'm stealing and potentially going to get myself in trouble. But for flavor, I'll look at Dane and see if he sees what I see. You see
Dane's
that?
invisible.
Oh. Dane, did you see? Just talk.
I saw it. Which I get. You said they were very distinct. Can you tell me any specifics of what was seen, or do we have to wait till we get back and uncurl it?
Oh, he just sent it to us. Oh my god.
Yikes.
Oh shoot.
Yikes. Huh.
Yo, what?
Although we could be rich.
He's right here. He's right here.
He's invincible. Get out
Listen,
of the fort.
Dane, it's for the best of both of us. You keep passing out while we fight people, and you won't die. You'll just be thrown in prison.
So, Quansing, if you'd like to describe for the audience what the large parchments have drawn on them.
Yeah, for the audience at home, there's this fair-skinned guy with he's got an okay nose and a pretty chiseled chin. He's got these braids going down. It's Dane, and the other one is like a freckly-faced woman with I think it's Pip. Am I right? Mm-hmm. But they're really well drawn. Who did these? Did you do these?
No, the first one is Offbeat Worlds is like pencil sketch, and the second one is Carla's drawing.
Carla drew that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She killed it. Wow.
We're gonna have to make a note to put these on Instagram when this episode goes up.
Yeah. These are very good. And on it says wanted alive. Reward is 1,000 quills for both. Or each individually, rather. Both.
Zareem was discovered. Damn.
Are you sure?
They wouldn't be looking for me if they didn't know where I was.
Well, unless Zareem got caught doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing.
If he got away, he can be anyone.
Then your house won't be safe. We can probe it and make sure.
Fucking back.
Run. Rondon has good enough reason to go, I think. But let's...
Does he? He said he came to check on Dane. And these posters are up all over the city. If Rondon shows up, will they not come looking for him? As a friend to a criminal, he might have information they need. Especially if they found out Zareem was you.
But why Pip?
Kind of metagaming. She did start house fire.
Well, perhaps Zareem turned into her. I don't know. I don't know much about shapeshifters. Do they have to... Can they only shapeshift into people they've seen?
Aye, they can.
We know Zareem has taken Pip's form before.
Let's see if we can find him. Them.
I will follow you, Dave.
Well, I can't lead, I'm invisible.
I will lead you, Dave.
Rondon, let's go to the house.
I mean, I'm assuming I didn't hear any of this conversation, so I'm just automatically just walking to Dane's house.
Okay, so you made your way across the city. You've gotten quite a few looks from the guards as you've walked across. Go ahead.
I'll be like walking alongside Pickles. Oh gosh. I'll be walking alongside Pickles, so it looks like Quansang is talking to Pickles.
Yeah. I like that. That's good flavor. Which is something I would do quite often, so.
Yes. Also, I don't want to shoot ourselves in the foot because she's not here, but Pip is just unconscious on this wolf or whatever.
She's also got her hood up, which
Okay.
covers her in like darkness.
Okay.
on a fairly long-haired creature.
Also, isn't she different looking than when she left?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So
I'm not gonna penalize you for her not being here. That's just
okay. I just cool. Sorry. Go on.
Teacher, wasn't there the homework yesterday? Is that what you always say back?
Teacher, we're supposed to turn in our homework.
Okay, so as you go across town, you do get quite a few looks from the guards. As you head to Dane's house, you do pass Doldry's armory, which you do see that the windows have been broken and the front door has been boarded shut.
I just want to peer into one of the broken windows.
Okay, make a perception check. Are you going to take just a quick glance, or are you going to actually make a proper perception check? If you take too long there, you might raise suspicion.
I guess I'll take a quick glance at both windows as I go by, trying to get a full analysis of the room as much as possible.
Okay, so make 2 rolls with disadvantage.
Okay. So the first one was a 13. And the second one was a 14.
Okay.
Not the worst that it could have been.
Not the worst, yeah. So it's a little hard to see in there, but you do see the reflection of what looks like broken glass. You can see that armor is just laying in the middle of the room. A lot of tools have been kind of left out. Whatever happened, it seemed like it was done fairly quickly. Like things were just left as they were. And a lot of the weapons and finished armor have been stripped off the walls.
I did this.
What happened here?
She was associated with Zareem and with me.
Well, if they did this to Doldry, I'd hate to see what they've done to your house.
Eventually, after walking for a bit, you do reach Dane's neighborhood. You come upon the familiar house.
I want to say we do it cautiously. Just for the sake of... just the fact that looking at Doldry's armory, at least Rondon is kind of on edge about this. About what's going on.
And I'll mind link with Rondon quick. You don't know I'm with you. This is the first time you're seeing this. You don't know where I am.
Yeah, but something ain't right here. Something is amiss in Berkshire. But let's press forward cautiously.
Okay, since you're doing it cautiously, go ahead and just tell me what you do.
I guess just mostly just being aware of surroundings. Because I'm assuming Kwansang, made mention of the wanted posters, or at least showed us the wanted posters. So I'm just kind of scoping out the place, seeing if there's any guard activity or in his neighborhood.
Sure. Go ahead and make it a perception check for me. This will be with disadvantage.
That sucks because the first one was a nat 20. What the fuck? I went natural 20, natural 1.
Oh.
So, can I be rolling some of these perceptions since I'm invisible and they can't see that I'm like looking around brazenly?
That's fine. Would you like a better roll though, Mac?
Do I have a card against me?
Let me check. I have the tracker here.
Mac, don't do it. Perception is the one that's not worth it.
You do not have one against you right now.
Might as well.
Mac,
All right.
it's okay.
So you automatically succeed.
I feel gypped out of this. I had an at 20.
Fate is deciding.
Okay. I have shuffled them, so choose which one you would like.
I will do the one in your left hand.
So that would be this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next person you interact with takes an irrational disliking to you. Well, that seems impossible.
So I will use this whenever I feel like I don't want someone to like you for my own reasoning.
All right. Good luck.
But the bright side is you automatically succeed. So the other ones, I guess, if you're curious, was you act last in the initiative order, and
that
a
the Dane
small
card?
item, yeah, and a small item on your person goes missing.
Ooh, that could suck.
Yeah.
Not terrible cards at all.
Well, unless that small item is like, I don't know, something important.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you look around, there have been guards following you pretty loosely ever since you came into the city, and it looks like the entire street has been cleared, and these guards are just waiting around a corner, waiting for you to go inside.
I just kind of shit. I'm gonna communicate with Dane using my speak with small animals.
That's funny.
And
What
just,
languages do you speak?
Gnomish, Common. Yeah, that's it. Gnomish, Common. So let's Dane. Well, I think Dane would know Gnomish.
I speak Gnomish.
So, I mean, I just kind of under my breath to Dane and Gnomish, just be like, we've been followed for quite some time.
I should have been paying attention. This is all so much. I'm so sorry. We don't have to go in. Actually, is it boarded up? Dungeon Master.
It is not. The house seems to be completely untouched.
But the door is closed.
Yes.
Now, as much as I'd like to get into the comfort and safety that one's house brings, I don't think it'll be safe. I think we just need to get to the other side of Berkshire. Get out while we can.
Don't you dare.
It's not worth it. It's not worth going in.
Yes, Mike.
How much time would I have left on this invisibility spell?
You have upwards of like 20 minutes.
Okay.
And I just kind of turn to Eric and say, I suppose you don't speak Gnomish, do you?
No. Should I?
I mean, it's a fantastic language, don't get me wrong.
I looked around and I said, remind me to learn that from you later.
Oh, you bet. I know all the swear words.
Also, all the words, because it's your first language.
Is Niffy with us?
She is.
Oh my god. That's so funny to me.
And I'm just like, I guess I'll tell the folks, or rather a crew, like, you know what? I just caught wind of a nice forest up north. I think we should get to, so that we don't leave these fine folks without some timber.
I whisper under my breath to Rondon. If we don't go to the house, they will probably suspect something.
And if we do,
What choice do we have?
Why not ask the gods?
what'd you say?
Why not ask the gods?
Oh, Pickles, you silly mule. What the hell are you talking about, Nate?
Sometimes you saw them. You can say, hey, is there a problem? What's going on with Dane? You don't know me. I mean, you know me, but you don't. I'm not with you. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and also Gnomish, which is like, it's good. It's a good plan. It's something.
Wait, are you talking to me? Because I don't understand that language. We just covered this.
Oh, sorry, Eric. I'll teach you. I'll teach you too. I'll host a class for us. Let's go visit Dane. So,
I'm gonna pull out my cartographer's tools and just start writing in my journal.
Okay.
Just kind of like looking at my maps and just walking like I'm not paying attention, but also paying full attention. Just trying to play it off.
Sure. Make a deception check for me.
It's not the greatest roll, but it's not terrible. So, 14?
Okay. All right.
so
So where are you heading?
we're heading towards Dane's. Preparing to knock on the door for him.
Okay. So you approach the home. It seems untouched. There's just the pale white light that kind of casts like a dim glow around the entire town. It seems most brightest in the center, but everything other than that seems just like street lights. Think like just very kind of like, it's not very illuminating, but it's bright enough.
Yeah. And I rap on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Okay. You knock on the door. No response.
Alright. Well, it seems like Dane isn't home.
Make a deception check for me
Alright.
with disadvantage.
Oh, God.
Because you have disadvantage on wisdom and charisma checks.
10.
10? Okay. Okay.
Please roll a natural one, Brandon.
Well, I better go pay those guild fees, so maybe we can find Dane there.
Have there been other posters around, or just the two right inside the gates?
There have been a couple, yeah. Like, they're pretty much everywhere.
So Rondon would have seen one by now. Like, there's no point playing off that he hasn't seen one.
Yeah.
Just ask the guards.
I guess, do I see any guards nearby?
Taking the time to intentionally look, you do find some. Yeah.
Okay.
They're a little bit off from the neighborhood, but
Alright, I guess I approach them like, hey, fellas, real quick, what's up with these posters? What's going on here?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, but Dane is a wanted criminal.
For what? I did nothing.
I'm like, I have the face like if somebody who would be peering over their glasses at their stuff, and I'm kind of mapping, and I go, for what?
Make a deception check for me.
Wait. Oh, natural 20. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. I was just about to argue it too. I was going to be like, wait, I actually don't know what he's for. Why would I have to deceive? But the natural 20.
Because you're playing off like you're not interested.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. But yeah, natural 20 anyway, so.
So he says he is suspected in aiding a monstrous creature and in the possible death and disappearance of his fiancée Narina.
I'm sorry, monstrous creature. What kind of monstrous creature are we talking about?
Monstrous creature.
I'm not at liberty to say.
Well, I'm sorry, but like, you're talking about the best dang woodworker in this dang city. You're saying he's a wanted criminal for killing the one woman he loved, who he would have died 100 times over for. You're saying that he murdered her? I'm sorry. It's a bunch of bull.
Well, all evidence points to it, unless you have something you'd like to say.
I'm gonna pause because Brink's got something to say.
Go ahead.
One, I'm gonna mind link with Rondon, ask about Pip. And two, do I know these guards? Like, are they familiar to me?
I would say you would be, yeah.
Larry
Okay.
McSeverson and Bill.
Stever McLarryson.
Anyone that I like knew well, or just like, oh hey, that's Dave. He's one of the guards, you know. Or like, oh no, Dave. Like, I helped him out of a pinch a while back, you know.
There are like a ton of guards in the city. I don't think. I mean, you would know some of them just by seeing them, but as far as like having an established relationship with them, not so much.
Okay. So then, yeah, I just mind linked to Rondon to ask about Pip.
Well, if you want evidence, I've known this guy practically his whole life. I mean, granted, it's anecdotal evidence, but I've known that kid since he was about as tall as I was, or rather, I am. But who's the second person?
Make a deception check.
Oh god.
God dang it. Yikes. 10.
The good old
Okay.
Yankees.
He says, well, this is apparently she is a convicted killer. Torn many a people to shreds.
Really? Where's this coming from? Like, because was this happening in Berkshire?
Within the area, there is a woman who came into the city about a week or so ago. A hunter from the city of Ironwater. She's been tracking her for years.
Ironwater. Wouldn't have to know the name of this woman that came from Ironwater.
Perhaps I could do you one better. Would you like to meet her?
I don't know why I would
God.
meet her.
No, come. I insist. You can see 2 more guards appearing.
Well, fellas, I got guild due to pay.
We can escort you there.
Quick question. Since we established the invisibility plan instead of the wild shape plan, did I burn that use of wild shape?
I'll say no.
Okay. So I'm going to, while this is happening, I'm going to wild shape into a spider.
Okay.
Enter in through like a crack in my window of my own home.
Okay, are you hiding yourself or are you doing this out in the open?
I'm invisible.
Oh, I guess it doesn't count as a spell or an attack, so
Right.
that's fine. Yeah. And there wouldn't be really a crack in the window. You could go through the bottom of the door.
I'll go through the, or like, if the window was like left open or like the shutters weren't all the way, like didn't make a perfect scene. But yeah, I'll go under the door.
Okay.
And as I'm like crawling in, I'll look back and I assume I see guards like coming out to like escort them. And I'll get inside the house
This is a good plan. I can tell where this is going.
and I'll Dane shape.
I knew you were gonna do that.
And I'm going to cast guidance on myself to break the invisibility. And I guess, did I see anybody inside? At a quick glance when I went under the door, was it any
Perception check.
Okay.
Oh God.
And this would have been spider. I guess no. I keep my perception. 13.
You don't see anyone, but you hear something in one of the rooms.
Oh no. Check the room first.
So this would have been like right when I went in as a spider. I'm checking.
Okay.
I hate to retcon stuff like that. I'm sorry, but like just for like the order of things. Can I creep closer to where I hear that?
Yeah.
I mean, you're a spider.
Yeah. So I want to go investigate that noise quickly.
Okay. So you creep across the ground. The whole house is just as you left it as well. And you reach one of the rooms. Just kind of peering underneath the door. You can see that there are 2 guards in what would have been the spare bedroom. And 3 guards in the main bedroom. You can also hear some guards towards the workshop.
Great.
You're gonna have to do it quick if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, so I'll go back to the front door.
Okay.
Dane shape, guidance, which I assume is all relatively silent.
Yeah, relative. I mean, you still have to speak to use guidance, but it's...
But I can like mutter under my breath.
Sure,
Except for,
make a stealth check.
Okay.
except for like the bone breaking sound of you reshaping.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Okay, so you're like, fuck.
That's not canon.
For reference, Mike, I said that because Tyler had said that he speaks quarry whenever he does that, and so I'm like, you only know one word. It's like a swear word, but it sounds so profound. So he's like, fuck. For guidance.
That's perfect.
Okay, and you cast guidance on yourself.
Are there any posters inside by chance?
One
that would-
posters of you everywhere.
I don't know.
People don't frequent inside your home to look at posters.
Just double checking.
Why? What
And I
posters do
step-
you have on your walls?
Right. And I step out the front door.
Okay. You step out the front door, and immediately the guards that were looking at Rondon suddenly look to you.
And I kind of turn around, and in Gnomish, I'm like, fuck. And you cast guidance. Yeah.
And they're like, hey! And they begin to run towards you.
And I'll say, what's going on?
So they say, stop right there.
I'm not going anywhere. What's going on?
Oh my
The
god.
Lord Mayor would like to have a word with you. And they begin to reach out towards you.
I spit on the ground, like, of course they want to fucking talk to him.
I don't resist.
I'm reminded of, he did nothing wrong. Quit it. Like,
You are quickly subdued, and you feel these manacles go over your wrists. However, they don't seem like regular manacles.
oh no.
They seem to be made of some kind of gemstone or crystal.
Okay. And I'll mind link with each of these three in turn. I can find a way out. Don't worry about me.
I'll say, Dane, what did you do?
I wish I knew, but I suspect I'm about to find out.
You can hear the guards inside Dane's house suddenly begin to walk out the front door, and you see that there are a good 10 of them that just come out.
Would it be
That were either
appropriate?
hiding in the... What's that?
Oh, I was gonna say, would it be appropriate to say AGAB? All guards are bastards.
And they come out of the rooms and the workshop and the back of your house.
And I look to the other guards and I go, you were paying these guys to hang out with Dane?
He looks at you like, go ahead and make a deception check for me real quick.
Come on, give me something good. Oh yeah, baby. Oh my god, where's that? 15.
They're like, what? No.
And as they're like shackling, that's an awful lot of guards for a man who's done nothing wrong. What's happened?
Dane, you were in the house with them.
Playing dumb won't get you far. Now walk. And they begin to escort you. Just this entourage of guards begin to take you away.
I looked around and I say out loud so they can hear me, maybe I'm the one playing dumb, but he was just in there with 6 guards, right?
Yeah, I mean, I counted them. 6. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6. I mean...
We come to check on Dane and he's having a party with guards.
Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Eventually, you are taken away, Dane, and you guys are left alone in the neighborhood.
Well, I guess we can stay in Dane's house now.
Dane got captured.
I really don't know what to do. There's not much we can do.
Part of me wants to just, like, pick up a rock and throw it at one of the guards. But then I'll definitely be sent to a different place than Dane.
How far away am I by now?
Wild shape into a spider.
You've been walking for like 2 minutes or so.
So I guess before I'm out of range, I'll do one final mind link with Rondon. Find Tyron.
Minister?
It's pronounced Tyrone.
It's not pronounced Tyrone.
And then Noma, she'll yell back, oh, fuck.
Well, you can see me now, so you can
I'll yell back.
mind link back.
Could you imagine the guards are like, what are you yelling at?
Especially if any of them speak Gnomish.
Yeah, then it's like,
He goes, Utalapori.
So this is what happens next.
look at you.
No, seriously, let's
No.
go to Dane's house.
I'll shake my head back.
I think Dane has this.
Is Brandon frozen? Oh, no. Thank God. It's working.
So this is what happens next. You are escorted through town, walking by a multitude of guards stationed in very specific places. Most of them seem to be in the lower income districts. And as you start to get to the higher income districts, you see the familiar house on the hill with the black metal gate that separates him from everyone else. Lord Mayor Faustus's manor. The grass still being tended to. As the gates open, you can hear their creaky iron grinding against each other. You are brought up the hill, up the steps to those two griffin statues on the porch, and you are taken inside. Escorted to that same chamber you had met in so long ago. Except this time you are not left alone. A few moments pass as the guards just hold you restrained. And after a while, you can see the large, hobbling form of Lord Mayor Faustus with his greasy, slicked back hair, his pitiful facial hair, his long, round nose. Walks in with his handmaiden and the guards. And he says,
Well, it's about time you showed up. I knew I'd catch you someday.
You didn't catch me. I walked into your guards. What's going on?
Not a very smart move, if I were to say so myself.
A smart move for a man who's done nothing wrong. What's happened? What am I wanted for?
You're wanted for the use of forbidden magics, and for the disappearance and death of your precious fiancé.
Forbidden magics.
Bring him with me.
the guards kind of tighten their grip on your arms.
Oh.
You begin to walk through one of the halls until you manage to find yourself in like a courtyard that's in the center of this beautiful house. And in the center of the garden, you can see freshly disturbed soil and the site of a tree with a woman's face on it.
Oh no. He uprooted Narina.
I knew I'd get a reaction out of you somehow.
And you think
The
I've done
guilt is
this?
written all over your face.
You don't know guilt from grief, you wretch.
Oh.
You'd best watch your mouth, Dane. You and I are going to be spending a very long time together.
Because he's going to prison too.
For being a butthole.
And you think I've done this?
I know you had something to do with it. Ever since that day, Narina had gone missing, and yet you were back in town. I know these things because I have people who work for me. Word gets around.
It's not impressive to know that I've been through the gate. You run the guards.
Yes, well, as I said before, I've been looking for a way to dispose of you, and now I have it. And your beautiful Narina. Though she did not deserve this fate, she will be a beautiful asset to my collection. Isn't that right?
And he goes right up to the tree and begins to caress her face, running his fingers through the bark.
Oh, no.
You can see he digs his fingernail into one of the pieces of bark and just chips it off.
She get the scar from that, Kwansing's gonna be pissed.
Struck a nerve, have I?
So what's next, Lord Mayor Faustus?
You'll see in time. Take him to the dungeon.
Well, you better make it soon as they're pulling me away. Because you don't want to know what's coming next for you.
Oh, he doesn't know about the white fang, you know?
Oh,
And
shit.
he doesn't turn back towards you. He faces the tree as the guards take you away, arms crossed behind him,
Spit
just
on him,
observing.
Dave. Spit on him.
As you are dragged through the halls, the decor becomes more a little less refined and more of just mason stone. As you are dragged into the dungeon, this dimly lit area, you are thrown into a cell. No windows, just iron, with the shackles that were put on you at the house. And as you kind of get thrown in on your knees, the guards make their leave.
So you know this isn't right. You know I've done nothing. You all know me. And you know Faustus is a wretch. He said it himself. He's been looking to dispose of me. Call, I guess they walk away.
And as they leave, you find that there's more than one cell here. And as you look across to the other side, there is a girl in her early 20s, blonde hair, a face you've seen once before.
She's still here.
How long ago?
This would have been maybe 2 years ago.
And I rest back against the wall. And I lay my head back. And I begin to plan.
You didn't have a plan? Bro, we let you go because we thought you had a plan.
We all know he was shooting from the hip.
If you aren't with us by the end of this day, Kwansing's knocking on the door of Lord Mayor Faustus's house. Lord Mayor Faustus!
At the very
Lord Mayor
least,
Faustus!
at the very least, I need a short rest to see if I get a wild shape.
As you lean your head back, there is some shuffling from the cell across the way. This girl with long blonde hair kind of scrambles up to the bars. You can see her dirty, emaciated form in what looks like just rags on her. You can see bruises across her flesh, and this kind of wide-eyed stare as she looks at you.
Do you recognize me?
I do.
I recognize you. I'm so sorry. Ever since I saw you, I've been thinking of a way to get you out, but I've never had the means, and now that I do, I'm down here with you. I'm so sorry.
Don't be. You have a kind heart.
Sometimes that's not enough.
She reaches her hands out through the bar, or one of her hands out through the bars, and she says, I'm Charlotte.
Can I reach back? Like, am I able to?
Yeah.
So I reach as far as I can to shake her hand. Dade.
Wait.
Charlotte. If I'm getting out of here, so are you. And I think I've got a very good chance of getting out.
I'm afraid you'll find that quite difficult down here.
We'll see. And I want to yield the floor to the other group.
Okay. So we come back to you all then.
All right, we're sitting in Dane's house arguing. Rodnan, I don't know. I don't know what we can do.
Rondon, your city, your call. Do we break him out? What do we do now?
That's tough, guys. I mean, we don't act fast. If I was this piece of shit, they could execute him. But I don't know. That doesn't quite seem like him. You need. Man, I wish Dean was here to. Wish Dean was here to help. He would know what to do.
Obviously not.
You suddenly hear this very low ringing bell off in the distance. Just gung 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 gung.
I guess would I know what that indicates, if it's like a city bell? Or
You know that there's a bell in the city, but you don't know it isn't used as often as like to have a purpose like that.
They said there was a
But,
curfew. I think maybe curfew just hit.
Could be the case. But
And you said the city is completely illuminated from the shards that are right?
Yeah, there are these crystals that surround the rim of the city, and then there is a large kind of crystal in the center that kind of illuminates the whole city. Yeah.
Gotcha. So are they, just based off what I've seen, does it seem like the crystals that are on the exterior, they're reflecting the light from the interior one to make this kind of light?
You can go outside and make a perception check for me.
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay, so you head outside. What you immediately notice is that people are walking the streets now.
Perfect. 23, so it's the end of curfew is my assumption. 23 to perception.
Okay, so you take a step back from the house and you kind of try to find a lined up gap of buildings so you can study.
Yeah.
And it is exactly what you think. There's this light source in the center of town that seems to be shooting this light to these other crystals to use that reflection to light up.
Good. I go back in and I go, all right, if we have to, we'll shut out the lights to the whole city. I don't think we'll get to that point, but it seems that center crystal is lighting everything else. We won't be able to see without the eye either, but the eye gives us an advantage.
Now, Eric, how many more of those? How many people can you turn invisible?
If we take a little bit of time to rest, I can do 8. If you want it right now, I can do 6.
Well, we don't need that many.
I was, as the guards were coming in, I was really thinking of trying to just get us all invisible so we could get out of there, but Dane seemed like he had a plan in mind, so...
Keep in mind that invisibility is concentration, so you
are right.
Do it.
I can do 6, but only 2 at a time. So... yes, that's a good point.
And I guess, meta speaking, does concentration take a line of sight, quote unquote?
No.
Okay.
No. Nope. You just have to be on the same plane of existence.
Perfect. Well, as of right now, what we could do is me and Quancy could try to sneak our way in there and get Dane out. I mean, I'm assuming with their last visit, I was able to kind of like take note of like how much guards per se, like based off of my common knowledge of him, would be in there.
You're trying to guess what now?
Sorry.
How many guards he would have?
I mean, not like, I guess just in a direct path of where we need to go.
Inside the manor or just in the streets?
Inside the manor, like just around it. Like, assuming my knowledge on Faustus.
So I'll say just make a history check for me.
Okay. Nice. 17.
Okay. You haven't been there too often, but what you know is there are several guards that patrol the perimeter of the inside, like the garden, and there are 2 guards that always stand at the gates to the entrance. Inside the manor, he has his own personal like entourage of guards. You're looking inside, somewhere around 10 to 12.
Jeez. I don't know if we can handle all of that. It would be a suicide mission.
Yeah.
Where's Pip at? We'll have her light his house on fire.
Well, right now she's out of commission. Well,
Guys, I really don't know what to do. I'll be honest with you. Like,
yeah, no, I'm racking my.
Because I know Dane wants to get out of there, but I'm like, what do we do in the meantime? Or B, how do we break this dude out? I thought about. I'm sorry I'm metaing this right now, but I have to. I thought maybe we could say, hey Faustus, we can give you information on the other person to get in there with them, and then just start taking down the guards until we get to Dane. But 12 guards is more than we could probably handle.
Especially like 12 initially, and then they call reinforcements.
Yeah, no, I think this is a stealth mission, not a brute force mission.
Well, especially because none of us are brute force.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
I bow my knuckles on the table and I go, I will.
She picks you up with one hand and just starts like lifting you.
And the kid from Billy Madison who's getting sprayed with the hose. Stop it, mister. Quit it. Stop.
So, I mean, these are just guards. They're not. They're humanoids. They're non-magical, I'm assuming.
Well,
If they
even
be.
if they're not magical, they have armor and weapons. These aren't, like one-hit minions, I don't think. But maybe. I mean, if you want to give it a go, if you want to give it a go, Rondon, we will.
I mean, I don't want to leave Dane in there. He's all alone, scared, hopeless.
And I'm like playing rock, paper, scissors with Charlotte.
It's Boulder Parchment Shears, Tyler.
Yeah, come on.
My apologies.
Yeah, that's copywritten, and now we're going to get slammed by the FDA.
The FDA. They're the
FDA.
people that'll come after us.
Department of America.
Oh,
Mike wasn't here last night. Last night I said the FDA, Food Department of America, forgetting that it's the Food and Drug Administration.
Same thing.
well, I think it might be a prison break.
You know what we could do is try and talk to the guards. They know Faustus is corrupt. What if we could start a mutiny? That does seem like something Dane would do. Studying him long enough, Dane is the mutiny kind of person. Quan Sing is saying reassured. He's like got his arms folded and he's just talking to himself. He's like, he would. He would. Is anybody listening?
Well, for persuasion's better than a +1.
Well, fortunately for you, my persuasion is a +5.
Perfect. Let's start a mutiny.
I'm proficient. Fortunately. Yeah, I'm proficient in it, in fact, so I get advantage too.
All right. Well, let's go talk to some guards and form a coup.
Show me the ones that are most likely to listen. You know them better than I do, Rondon.
Alrighty. Let's make our way to Lord Faustus's manor.
So as you leave Dane's house, with the plan to kind of sway the town guards, Dane, as you are sitting in your cell, you can hear the door to the entrance of this dungeon open. The heavy thumping footsteps of Lord Mayor Faustus walking down to your cell. And you can see one of his servants carrying numerous implements with him. He goes for what looks like a black whip as he fetches the guards to open your cell. You can see Charlotte now retreating back to the wall of her cell. You can see his smile curl across his face, his yellow teeth showing through as he says,
It's time to break you.
I want to smile back and tell him, you can try.
and that's what we'll pick up next time.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Dark Veil. If you like what you're hearing, there are 2 huge ways you can help support us. First, by spreading the word to your nerdy friends and family. And second, by leaving us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. If you'd like to keep up with us on social media, you can find us on Facebook at Realm Narrative Gaming, on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at RNG Presents, or go straight to our website at rngpresents.com.
The Dark Veil is a production of RNG Presents and features Mac Anderson as Rondon, Tyler Brinker as Dane, Drew Doland as Kwanseng, Carla Elfritz as Pip, Mike Lewis as Eric, and the Dungeon Master? That's Brandon Rubio. Our amazing music provided by Aiden Chan, and this episode edited by Carla Elfritz. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Dark Veil.